will be a rain dance today, weather permitting. We welcome you to the soggy Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum for a key matchup in the XFL's West Division as the Memphis Maniacs try to institutionalize the LA Extreme. Let's scramble for the ball, folks. The team that wins it gets a man's right to choose in the first half and overtime if necessary. Our Memphis scrambler today is Kevin Cobb. Maniacs 0 for 3. Cobb is 0 for 2. For Los Angeles, the hometown hero. His nickname is D-Day. He's also known as Donald Day. Kevin Cobb there. D-Day's over there. Let's go down to Ref David. Let's get it going, Ref.
All right, here we go. Okay, take your helmets off, please.
Uh-oh.
All right, gentlemen, in order to start the game, as you know, we will have a scramble. The team that recovers the ball will have their choice of deferring to the second half, receiving the ball, and the choice also counts should the game go into overtime. Donnell Day from Los Angeles, and I'd like to introduce Kevin Cobb, number 25, from Memphis. Now, gentlemen, before we go, please remember, do not false start. I'll say ready, set, and then on my whistle you go, all right? Go straight for the ball, all right? Please spread out on my whistle now. Do not false start on the 30-yard line. Ready?
It's going to be a soggy splashdown, Boz.
There we go. Oh, he's still sliding.
There it is.
There it is.
LA wins the scramble.
Talk about a slippery little ice cube. Look at that guy having a bad makeup day.
Cobb overran it. D-Day was there.
Coming at you live, right in your grill work. Just sliding. Boy, when's the last time you get just to lay out in the mud like that? Boy, I tell you, they're having fun already. Look at that. Blind hog found an acorn.
Critical game in the West Division. 3 teams tied for the lead. The Maniacs will go crazy if they don't win today. Hi, everybody. Welcome along with Brian Bosworth. I'm Chris Marlowe. Los Angeles coach Al Luganbill says he has the formula for winning XFL games. Luganbill says if your quarterback plays better than the other guy's quarterback, you win. And so far, Tommy Maddox has done that 2 out of 3.
You know, I wish it was that simple. And the reason Tommy's productivity has been so good is, frankly, he told me yesterday that he hasn't had this much fun since he's been playing in college. You know what? Swagger's back. His attitude's back. The players feel it. I think he is the boss on the offensive side of the football field.
Speaking of offense, Memphis making a quarterback change this week. Marcus Crandall is out with a sore foot. Insert former 49ers first-round draft choice, big, strong Jim Druckenmiller.
And Jim Druckenmiller has been the victim of the squeeze play his whole career. He squeezed out of San Francisco, squeezed out of Miami. Now in Memphis, he gets a chance to do a little squeezing of his own. And watch him today. When that rock comes out of his hand, whoa, because that sucker's coming at you loud and fast.
Druckenmiller has a lot of talent, and he has credits and credentials that go way back. Jim made his mark as a tough, productive field general at Virginia Tech, leading his team to a 20-4 record as a starter. A strong, durable guy with Northern Pennsylvania blue-collar roots. Jim collected all sorts of hardware. Today, his latest prize, his first start as a Maniac.
Well, this is my biggest opportunity. I feel like this is my first opportunity, so I'm just looking forward to go out there, doing my job, and hopefully, come with a big victory.
Jim has already tasted sweet victory of sorts. Playing on his personal team is girlfriend Julie Cialini, 1995's Playboy Playmate of the Year. Druckenmiller is ready, we are told. His girlfriend, Julie Cialini, on a modeling shoot early today. She is stuck in traffic, but she will be here. You will see her a little bit later. Now, one of the XFL's best running backs is in this game. Go back to 1994. You remember him, Heisman Trophy winner Rashan Salaam, and in Game 1, Boz, he was Boz-tastic. He was wonderful.
Dude, he was the bomb. He controlled Game 1. Now, Game 2, he started off where he left off in Game 1. The second half, this critical, crucial, controversial fumble resulted in a touchdown for the other team.
Was that a fumble?
So Rashan Salaam. Big numbers in game 1, but he's been tailing off in 2 and 3. Why, Boz?
You know, it's not really Rashan's fault by himself. Marcus Crandall got hurt in that game 1. Their productivity's fallen off right off the bat, and the problem is goes to turnovers. They've had way too many turnovers.
Worst in the XFL, -6, Boz. That won't do.
You got to have, they've had 8 turnovers in the last 2 games. They got to find a way to hold on to the rock.
The weather here in Los Angeles, well, folks, we haven't seen this much rain since Noah's Ark embarked from the LA harbor. It's been raining hard for 2 days. The forecast is for more rain. The field is soaked. How soaked is it?
Well, the red zone is now the wet zone. I mean, can you imagine kicking a field goal and taking a snap from center in this stuff? This is ridiculous. Inside the 20, both sides of the ball are a mess. Earlier on, they had the vacuum down here. Guys are going to need a bigger vacuum than that. Some of the linemen were out here with straws, but it's a mess. But you know what? This is how we like it.
All right, Los Angeles won the scramble. They defer. So the extreme will kick off. Jose Cortez teeing it up. Deep to return is Rafael Cooper, the speedster, number 20. Primetime football on UPN.
It doesn't get any better than this.
Cortez into it. It's a short kick, and it's going to be taken by one of the wingmen and finding a seam and bringing it out to the 35-yard line. There is a marker down.
He got his grill yanked on the very first play. Got a face mask right there.
Here's the ball. 59, which...
You want it going with it, though.
There is a good look at Jim Druckenmiller. He's making his first start since 1997. He had 1 NFL start, won it against the St. Louis Rams.
Personal foul.
Big, strong, throws
Face
the ball
mask.
well, Boz. Positive.
Tell you what, he is
15 yards
a
into
big
the
man.
round. First down.
So the Druck getting his chance to start. 6'4", 235 pounds. He's 28 years old. Grew up in Northampton, Virginia.
And he gets to start with some excellent field position right off the bat. And field position is going to play a big key today with this sloppy field.
So Memphis with great field position at midfield. Salaam and Potts are in the eye. First pass, Druckenmiller. Throwing it long. He's got a man out there. It's Kevin Prentice, and it's complete.
Incoming!
Kevin Prentice makes the catch inside the 15. A 36-yard bomb to open it up.
You know, Jim, Coach Kiffey said they were going to test the secondary early, and you can't get any earlier than the very first play. It's a great throw by Druckenmiller, and it's a great catch by Prentice. A good job there on the very first play of the game.
Prentice is a Smurf. He's 5'7", 155 pounds from Vicksburg, Mississippi. First down, Maniacs. They'll hand the ball to Rashan Salaam. Rashan Salaam breaking a tackle at the 5, and he drives down to the 1. Former San Diego State star Ricky Parker hanging on, and the Maniacs have it going, Bob.
Just like that, I tell you what, Rashan Salaam, he told me yesterday, he's a man on a mission. He wants to rule this XFL world when it comes to rushing the ball.
13-yard carry for Salaam. Going to be a first and goal for the Maniacs. Maniacs have had offensive problems. Boz.
Right now, their offensive problem has been touchdowns. They've had 4 field goals in the last 10.5 quarters.
Exactly, Boz. They've scored just 9 points.
Actually, 4 field goals is 12 points.
And Maniacs take time out. So as you might expect, the Maniacs are confused a little bit, maybe dazed. They're working on offense. We're coming back. First quarter, the Maniacs. Yeah, they're humming.
I'm Lissa. I'm the baby of the team. My days include professional modeling, commercial acting, and professional dancing. But during the night, I get on the field and I get extreme because this is real football and I'm a real hot cheerleader.
Lissa has a big smile on her face, but inside she's a little pouty right now, Boz, because the Maniacs have run up 2 first downs, and they have first and goal at the 1. In a rainstorm in Los Angeles. Fish is trying to keep the ball dry, but that will be impossible. And Jim Druckenmiller orchestrating this drive. Maniacs threatening. Watch for number 31, Rashan Salaam. He dives for the touchdown. No signal yet. Didn't get there.
Now, Kippy called an ISO to the right during the timeout. And he called an ISO to the left as a second backup play. So you'll probably see the same play come on the backside. This field is going to play hell when it comes to getting footing down. And Rashan didn't get a chance to even get up and over the pile there.
Less than a yard to go. Second down. Maniacs trying to punch it in. Salaam slip. Druckenmiller in trouble. Broken play, and LA smothers it at the 4.
Rashan slipped coming out of his stance, and there's a big puddle right there about the 7-8 yard line. This is where Rashan was lined up, so Druckenmiller had no choice but to go ahead and eat that ball.
Salaam losing his footing, and Rico Mack coming in to make the stop from his outside linebacker position. Now 3rd and goal. Mark the ball at about the 2.
And this has been Memphis' problem all year. They're only connecting on 31% of the 3rd down conversions this year.
Good numbers, Boz.
Thank you so much, sir.
Druckenmiller, he's got a man open. He throws. Touchdown, Maniacs.
There he is.
Mark Thomas, the tight end from North Carolina State, catches the touchdown from Jim Druckenmiller.
You know, Jim did a great job of buying time, and they told me at the beginning of this practice that they weren't going to have any rollouts, but guess what? Here's a rollout right here in the red zone. Mark Thomas does a great job of finding the back of the end zone and then coming back to the ball.
Extra point try coming up for the Maniacs. Remember, you can't kick it in the XFL. You have to run it in or pass it in. Teams executing at about 40%.
Nothing for free. You got to earn everything you get.
3 wideouts. Looks like a passing play. Druckenmiller, short drop, throws it, and it's incomplete. No, pass intended for Kevin Prentice. He could not hang on as the ball was knocked away. But good news for the Maniacs. 5 plays, they go 50 yards, Boz, and jam it in.
That's a great job early on. These fans didn't even get a chance to get their butts wet in the seats before they got their work cut out for them. I tell you, Jim did a great job here. Again, it's just buying some time. Does a little play action here. Gets outside the containment. Finds enough time. And Mr. Mark Thomas finds a little space in the back of the end zone to do a little dance.
So Jim Druckenmiller given his opportunity to start today, and he starts on a high note. One more look. He finds Mark Thomas in the end zone. So Druckenmiller gives his team a 6-0 lead.
You know what? When you're on the stage, you get your opportunity to shine, you got to just bring it, baby. You got to just bring it.
One more look. You know, one of the knocks on Druckenmiller, Boz, he doesn't have a lot of mobility, but he looks okay on this.
You know what? I think that knock is crap, because I've seen Jim run. As big and strong as he is, he can get outside. He'll definitely outrun a 280, 290-pound defensive lineman. He's got to feel good about that.
Maniacs set to kick off. Here's Jeff Hall, deep to receive. Saladin McCullough and Latario Rashal. McCullough just activated for this game. And here's Rashal. He picks it up by a man, finds the seam, and he makes his way near the 25.
Druck going to lead this team to a score. How difficult is it handling the ball in this weather?
It's a little rough. You just got to do it. Take your time. Just hold on to the ball. That's basically all you got to do.
Druck told me right before the game, I was down on the field, he said when he was a junior at Virginia Tech, 9 out of his 11 games were wet ones. He played 9 out of 11, so the weather is not going to bother him as it might some other quarterbacks.
He's used to playing in that swampy slop.
Let's see how it affects Tommy Maddox. His running back is Rashan Sheehy, the former Washington star. Breaks over on the left side behind Breimer and Heimbach, tackled by John Williams.
Which is something Coach Al Luganville told us yesterday, that he's had some problems with the productivity of his offensive line, and he's looking for better production on first down. Better production means 3, 4, 5 yards. That opens up the bigger channels for Tommy Maddox to throw those deep balls.
You might as well expect better. Might as well expect it. Come on.
Al Luganville working hard on the sidelines. It's a 2nd and 4. Maniacs show blitz, and the ball to Sheehy. Oh, quick move. Bounces to the outside. And then coming up quickly to snuff out that play, Rico Clark. He had the first interception in Maniacs history. He's the Maniacs top tackler with 17. That's a loss of 2, Boz. Good play.
You know what? When you hand the ball that deep in the backfield and you got that much penetration from the defense, you're not going to get a play in a rushing game developing with any kind of positive yards. You got to get that ball moving forward.
Go! 48! Come on, D! Here we go!
And that's going to be a problem, folks. Hogan's jump was he drawn off, and the officials will sort it out.
54, you'll be short. Nice job, nice job.
Hogan's a little excited to get in there and get his grips on there.
Offsides, 54 defense. Down will remain 3.
That was referee David giving you the call.
Tommy did a great job with the cadence there. You also heard him screaming at D, which is Darnell McDonald, get around doing that high motion.
You're wondering about the Los Angeles offense, averaging 18 points a game, second in the XFL. First is Orlando. Maddox looking for his first pass. No, he's not. He's going down as the Maniacs getting in there very, very quickly. Number 94, Patrick Sapp, breaking through from the outside.
Patrick Sapp did a great job of not losing containment. That's the thing you got to do on a wet field. Keep the guy inside you.
So Maddox goes out. The kicking team is on. Noel Prefontaine, averaging about 44 yards a punt. He was the best punter in the Canadian Football League a year ago.
He had an 88-yard punt. How do you have an 88-yard punt? It's got to hit the ground.
A lot of roll.
A lot of rolls,
man. A lot of big roll. And we've got a marker down.
Too much time. How do you spot the ball?
Referee David gives us the indication. Too much time.
Number 14 offense, penalties 5 yards, 4th down.
Oh, I am sick of that penalty. I don't know how many times they call that penalty when we watch these XFL games, man.
I got to work off.
So Prefontaine trying to get a grip here. 6-0 Maniacs. Early action here in the first quarter. Kevin Prentice is deep. Pretty good punt.
Ball is live. It goes 25 yards.
Bringing it back is Charles Jordan. And Jordan with a good return out past midfield.
Excellent field position.
11 yards on the return. The U.S. Army presents Victories in Life. Tonight we look at New York hitman receiver Anthony DeCosmo. At a young age was adopted by Petrina DeCosmo, the mother of over 80 foster children. Anthony DeCosmo, great example of the U.S. Army's Victories in Life.
It's evident that I've been adopted from day one. It's never been hidden from me. And people always ask me, how did you deal with a situation like that? And it's never been tough because my mother has always found the right words to give me strength or to help me through the hard times.
I knew that his dream was someday to be a professional football player. And of course, like I said to him, my prayers, I have prayers for everybody in the family, but I put them aside, and they're all for Anthony.
I'd love to one day maybe give somebody the same opportunity that I was given. That's what my goal is.
And easy drinking, Busch Light. By Lugs, the boots and shoes with an attitude, since you never know what you might run into. Lugs, boots and shoes. And by the United States Army, an army of one. Maniacs leading 6-0 here in the first quarter. Along with Brian Bosworth, Chris Raggy, Michael Barkan, I'm Chris Marlowe. Maniacs second drive. Both Memphis drives starting at the 50-yard line. Field position a key. And Jim Druckenmiller looking long again. Unloads it, and the pass is caught by Charles Jordan. You know, Boss, there may be other quarterbacks in this league that can throw well, throw hard, but none of them has the arm of Druckenmiller, do they?
No, that guy can throw the ball 3,000 miles to Memphis, no question about it. There's a 26-yard pass right there in the rain, in the slop. It's like a 50-yard bomb in a regular day.
Jordan beating Terry Billups. First down Maniacs as they threaten on their second drive in the extreme fans getting on the extreme defense, which has been extremely bad so far.
You know, if you notice, both series have started out the same way. A deep pass, and then a running play to follow it.
Rashan Salaam, 26 years old from San Diego and Colorado.
Riggin swamp!
Druckenmiller on the out, pass complete. And Druckenmiller looks very, very sharp. Darrell Hobbs with his first reception. 9-yard catch. Close to a first down.
Del McGee's having a hard time just getting his footing out there. I mean, it's a swamp right there in that end of the field right there.
Jim Druckenmiller, the story so far, the normal starting quarterback, Marcus Crandall, out with a foot injury. Backing up today's Craig Wheelahan. It's a first down for the Maniacs. Salaam breaks through right side, bounces off a man and skids to the 10.
Bounced off Leomont Evans, who came up strong from the safety. You know, Leomont actually had to almost quit football because he's allergic to chocolate. Don't figure that one out.
Salaam gets 3 on the play. The Los Angeles defense trying to dig in. Extreme has looked disorganized so far. Druckenmiller overthrows Kevin Prentice.
And you know the problem with overthrowing Kevin, it's not easy. It's not hard to overthrow Kevin Prentice. The guy's only 5'7". Looks like Jim's mic's not working. You know, one of the keys to Memphis' success today, stealing this game, is really not going to be laying on the hands of Druckenmiller. It's getting his running game going.
It's a third down coming up for the Maniacs. Crowd is alive here in the Coliseum. Druck out of the gun. He's got protection, throws high, incomplete. His first bad pass of the day. Once again looking for Prentice. Sean Stuckey was there to make the stick.
Again, you know, you're throwing, I mean, Jim is 6'4". Kevin Prentice is 5'7". I mean, he's really just barely on the midget size of being a wide receiver, and that's going to be a problem today because Prentice gets lost inside the shuffle, inside the zone sometimes.
Don't start criticizing the little people right off the bat. They will not be big fans of yours.
Dude, I love little people.
Well, I know, but don't get on
ugly people. I love them all, babe. Don't say that.
Jeff Hall.
Call it like I see it.
A 29-yard attempt. Out of the slot.
That's huge.
He's got it.
That's huge out of the slot.
So Jeff Hall, the former kicker from the University of Tennessee, bangs in his 5th of 6 this year, and the Maniacs.
First ring, 8 route. He's killing him. All right, let's go. Stick in there. Hey, good job of protecting the ball.
Kippy Brown likes what he sees from his quarterback, Jim Druckenmiller. 9-0. Maniacs.
And now, the hit of the week is brought to you by Lugz, the boots and shoes with an attitude, because you never know what you might run into.
Los Angeles made a habit of getting to Las Vegas quarterback Mike Cauley, sacking him 7 times and running him out of Las Vegas.
That was the Lugz hit of the week, featuring the Lugz Frenzy. Be careful out there.
No problem with that scan, right? Go right over and pick it right up. That's a hell of a job.
3 technique in. Second time they ran the in, tackle, Mike around, but
Kippy is like, well, I don't want to say a pig in slop, but he's happy that his quarterback is producing, boss.
Absolutely. I think, you know, just because the last 10 quarters has been unproductive, this quick 9 points shows that they can score points and score quick.
So the LA Extreme with Saladin McCullough, a local hero bringing the ball out. We'll have more on McCullough. There is Saladin, grew up in Pasadena.
Tommy Maddox has got his work cut out for him now. They haven't been behind a whole lot this season, and they're behind quick in this game. Tommy's got to come out and start throwing the rock. They got -4 yards of offense to Memphis' 88. So they're going to do some things they can do this series.
And Maddox comes out with gloves, Boz.
It's a big mistake.
Like the Chicago quarterback last night.
Yeah, I was griping about that. I thought that was stupid.
Let's see how he throws the ball first before you get on him. Pass incomplete. He was looking for Latario Rashal, and we may have illegal motion. Why can't quarterbacks wear gloves in the rain or inclement weather? Why not?
You know, I'm not a quarterback.
I know you're not.
The problem is the glove gets wet, and the ball, they replace the ball after every single play. They try to keep it as dry as they can, but that glove just stays wet, so it's going to slip out of there. Unless you got a giant hand, you can't grip the ball.
L.A. trailing 9-zip here in the first quarter. Maddox, short drop pass, knocked away. Breaking through, number 92, Leonetta Reams.
That's really been the key for the Memphis, has been able to stay defensively in check this year. And you know what? A nose guard, that's his job. He's got to be bumpy inside. They got to come up, create log jams, and they got to get gridlock in there.
The Maniac defense has been tough to run against. They blitz with Hogan's, unloading his Maddox, and it's overthrown too high for Darnell McDonald.
I didn't like that series at all. 3 straight passes. Didn't even try to establish a running game. And I know that the extreme like to throw the ball more, but you got to try to run the ball.
Maddox off to his customary slow start. And now the punting unit will come on.
And they're going to get another good field position out of this kick, too.
Prefontaine to kick, no fair catches. Once the ball travels 25 yards.
Ball hits the ground at the 50, it's live.
It's live anyway, once it goes 25 yards. And down goes Prentice, he gets up. And he's tackled. Rico Mack making the good special teams play.
Special teams have got to be special on especially sloppy days. They can't give up the big plays, and that's been a problem sometimes this year.
There is Sean Stuckey, 1998. He was the fastest linebacker in the NFL draft out of Troy State. Started his career at Vanderbilt under head coach Jerry DiNardo. More on him in a minute.
That he ran a 4.440.
Was that just BS?
No, I ran a 4.44. It's not hard.
Well, that is BS.
Oh, come on.
Loose football. Let's see.
Take it down. Take it down. Take it down.
Maniacs got it back. Jim Kitts pouncing on it like a cop on a donut. He retains possession. There is Stuckey. We had a very interesting interview with him last night. He is a man for all seasons, very mature, very friendly. Now Salaam and Kitts in the backfield. Druckenmiller, he's going deep again. Got a man open, incomplete. Good closing by Terry Phillips. Pass intended for Jordan, but Phillips closing in.
You know, Jim just had to throw that ball a little bit further outside, closer to the outside, the bounds. That ball would have been a chance of getting completed.
So a 3rd and 13 now. LA trying to pressure that man, Jim Druckenmiller. Once again, Druck out of the gun. Blitz coming. Picked up. Lofting it. Pass complete to Prentice. First down. Boy, Druckenmiller has it going with Kevin Prentice. That little receiver that you berated, he's doing pretty good, Bob.
Yeah, berated.
Yes.
I told him, what, he's 5'7". What, you want me to lie, say 6 foot? He's 5'7".
And he's
he
playing
did a great
big.
job right there. And you know what? The thing I like about this pass, it's a soft, easy, catchable pass. Jim can throw it, launch it at you. He can also loft it to you. Good job there.
27 yards with the catch. First down, Maniacs. Maniacs leading 9-0. Breaking up the left side is Rashan Salaam. Lamont Evans coming up to make the tackle.
So anytime you got your safety Lamont Evans and Del McGee, your cornerback, making tackles on the running back, that's not a good sign.
LA defense, how is it? They average, well, they allow about 18.5 yards. Passing, though, they're giving up 175 a game, which is not good. And Druckenmiller burning them at the moment. 2nd and 7. Salaam. Salaam hit hard. Now, in the NFL, when he played, he had a reputation as a fumbler, Boz. He only has 1 fumble this year. Do you think he's cured that? You didn't think that fumble in game 2 was a fumble?
I knew it wasn't a fumble. He was reaching out to try to score some points, and unfortunately, the tip of the ball hit the ground, and the referee didn't see it that way. But you know what? I don't think he's a fumble-holic, and he hasn't proven it this far in the XFL.
Salaam not wearing gloves. 3rd and 7. Druckenmiller trying to keep this drive going. He is hit and dropped. Number 75, no, not Deacon Jones. Matt Kennelly, the former USC Trojan, 27 years old.
Matt Kennelly comes up the middle. He just takes Jesse James and schools him on the art of the power rush. Matt Kennelly likes to raise horses in his offseason. Came up on the inside just like a hemorrhoid, delivering some pain.
Maniacs, Jeff Hall to kick. Once again, it is a live ball. Once it travels 25 yards. In fact, LA playing with 2 men up in the 25-yard zone.
Oh,
the kick is blocked. It's up in the air.
That's a live ball, though.
Maniacs have it. And down it goes. So a great play.
Huge break there by the Maniacs.
Jermaine Copeland blocked it. It didn't travel very far. It was recovered by a Maniac. And LA going to get great field position.
Tell you what, if Jermaine Copeland had fallen down, that ball was caught by a Maniac. They could have ran that ball for a first down. Jerome's did a great job of making the block and the tackle on the play.
We're back now, courtesy of Busch Beer. Let's take a look at highlights from the earlier game today on TNN.
Fireworks today in San Francisco Western Division Showdown. Craig Minovini with Bob Golick. The top pass from the league, Mike Pawlowski finding Brandon Young, the Demons, on top of the second quarter, 6-0.
You saw the love at the start of the highlights. Here's a little bit more for you on the extra point. Mike Crawford, the linebacker, said, hey, love a hangnail.
Ouch! No low for E. Hainsbury today at 87 yards. His best game in the XFL, and he found the end zone too.
He sure did. The first half of this game for the Outlaws, he dominated. The Outlaws loved him, and guess who didn't? The Demons fans.
9-6 Demons at the half. Then, third quarter, the problems continue. The Demons turn the ball over 6 times against that tough Vegas D. Brandon Sanders, B-Mac with the INT there, setting up the Outlaws' go-ahead touchdown.
That's right, Mike Reeve, a new quarterback to this team. They didn't expect a long bomb out of him. Complete for touchdown to Mike Fury.
41 yards. It was 13-9. A little bit of a controversial call as Pawlowski was yanked for Pat Barnes. Barnes threw an interception, and the Demons did not have a good day. 16-9 the final. Las Vegas taking over first in the West. They moved to 3-1.
Huge game for Las Vegas. They are now in first place in the Western Division. He hit me with a big game. Rashan Sheehy straight up the middle. The 2 backs that are active today for Los Angeles, Rashan Sheehy and Saladin McCullough. Ken Oxendine not playing because of an ankle sprain. So Rashan Sheehy, 25 NFL games. He's had a variety of injuries over the year. Pretty good running back, though, Buzz.
He's a very good running back, you know, but the problem is Al Luganbill has been a little bit disappointed in his productivity, and that's not because of Sheehy. I think it's more the offensive line's fault.
Maddox so far, 0 of 3. He's been sacked once. His 4th pass, trying to get a completion. He's got it at the 40. The short play complete to Damon Dunn. First quarter, over. Yes, over. And the Maniacs lead it 9-0. The lone traveler from the state of Oklahoma to come to Los Angeles today. His name is Hot Tub George. And he's into it.
He don't look too inviting. I ain't getting in that tub. It's a nasty tub there.
There is Jermaine Copeland. When he scores a touchdown, he does a dance. He calls it the X spot. Here's his explanation of it.
Jermaine Copeland, wide receiver, showing you how to drop the X spot. The X. I'm the spot. When the ball connects with me and we're across the line, we drop. Boom, 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 boom. Pop the collars and give it back to you. That's how we do it out here in LA. So get ready, because it will get dropped.
Tommy would like to go ahead and drop the next spot right here because they could use some points, but it's third down and short. They need to worry more about just getting the first down.
L.A., boss, speaking of first downs, they don't have any.
I know, it's what I'm saying.
Not yet. Good point.
Thank you very much.
Maddox throws. Pass knocked away, and we're going to have a marker draw.
That's going to be offensive pass interference.
You see, Copeland was there, covered by John Williams.
Looked like Copeland pushed off on John Williams to try to get him out of the way. See if I saw it that way. Maybe the referee saw it differently. I don't know.
Referee David will sort it out. It's a big play.
Pass interference. 21 defense.
Oh.
That's it.
Ball replaced at the spot of the foul.
Hey, tell him and tell me what the call is.
Hippie doesn't like it, boss.
I don't like it. I think, look at him. He's right here. He's fine.
That's a terrible call.
The rule is you can molest the guy as long as he's in front of you.
That's ridiculous. I agree with Kippy. That's a bad call, boss.
And I agree with you agreeing with Kippy.
Well, you're getting a little smarter. Stick with me. Stick with me. We got
another flag here on Jermaine Copeland. They're determined to get him that X spot.
Hey! Just relax. Relax. Kippy Brown,
37 defense, right?
He's the Maniacs coach.
You know what, Tommy's
spot of the foul.
Tommy's doing a good job here because right now the Memphis defense is a little bit perplexed, if you could say that. Yes. And he's taking advantage of that by just going back with another deep pass and put some pressure on the defense.
Well, that's a good call.
That right there is a good call.
Yeah. 37, Kevin Peoples had a grip.
Yeah, you can't grab the guy.
Yeah. So one bad call, one good call. Memphis leading 9-0. L.A. driving via the penalty. Maddox, draw play. Sheehy. Oh, it's coming through. Shante Carver. His nickname is Shaka Zulu. Boss's favorite nickname in the XFL. Besides, he hates me.
This guy's coming at you, and of course he can make the play when ain't nobody blocking him. Nobody's gonna know they're blocking him. He's in the backfield before Sheehy even gets the ball. That's a bad job by Jerry Kraft over there as an offensive tackle.
Loss of 7. The sack to Shaka Zulu. Maddox throwing it up. And that's incomplete. Larry Ryans deep out the pattern. And Rico Clark getting involved. Rico with Indianapolis, Cincinnati, New England. He's a singer. And he is a good player.
Tommy really needed to just do that, just unload the ball, because again, Jerry Kraft is not handling Shante Carver, and Shante Carver was in his grill before he wanted to release the ball.
Maddox, the only player in Pac-10 history to throw for over 5,000 yards by his sophomore season, then came out to the NFL, and he'll pass again. Tommy looking, he's got a man! No, he dropped it!
I'd like to see that again. I think he had possession. He was in the end zone, 1 foot down.
McDonald had it for a moment, boss, but a great defensive play. Peoples and Williams.
Take a look at this.
Peoples and Williams.
Five-field seam. That was close. Tell you what, that was really close.
Kevin Peoples.
Close doesn't count, though, does it?
Coming over, yeah. So the Maniacs force a 4th and 17, and here comes Jose Cortez. Now, he's a barefoot kicker normally, but in the rain, he has to kick with a shoe on. It's a 40-yarder. Cortez. Oh, it's squibbing. It's squibbing. He got it. Whoa.
Ugly but good.
He squeegeed it through. Cortez hits from 40. We'll hear more about him and his shoe predicament at halftime. So the extreme works its way down the field via the penalty. Second quarter, 9-3. Maniacs on top. Busch Beer, an easy drinking Busch Light. By M&M's, the milk chocolate that melts in your mouth, not in your hand. And by Stacker 2, the world's strongest fat burner. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, site of the 1984 Olympics opening game. Memphis scoring 9 unanswered points to lead 9-0. The Extreme getting a 40-yard field goal from that man, Jose Cortez. And now LA will kick off. Deep to return Raphael Cooper and Charles Jordan. That's Cooper number 20. Rain continues to pour down here in Los Angeles, and more on the way. And it's a low bouncer. Taken by one of the up guys. Oh, he's running hard. That's a big up guy. And number 48, Jim Kitts, 28-year-old out of Chesapeake, Virginia. Gives the Maniacs good field position.
He switched from linebacker to fullback, which is actually the only position that you're allowed to switch from to play linebacker. You got to go to fullback.
Speaking of big guys, there's Jamal Duff. He's 28 years old out of San Diego State. He is a nasty mother. Yes, a nasty mother, a former Raider. He's tied for the league lead in sacks. LA had 8 sacks last week against Las Vegas. And spearheading that drive was that man, Jamal Duff. Yeah, it's coming down here. It's going out some of the places. First down for the Maniacs. Jim Druckenmiller has gone all the way at quarterback, and he has looked good. Hand the ball to Rashan Salaam, and Salaam breaks it to the 45. Ricky Parker making the tackle after a 9-yard carry.
You know, Rashan's got that great combination of speed and power. You know, it really makes him the most feared back in the league, because you really can't just explode on him, and you also can't just wait for him to come to you, because he just runs you right over.
John Avery, the leading running back in the league, but he did not play last night. So, Boz, if Salaam has a good game, he will pass Avery and become the XFL's leading rusher. You hear a lot of grunting. There goes Salaam! Rashan Salaam! Salaam sliding, swimming to the 20. Parker and Evans, 25 yards. Rashan Salaam.
You know, Rashan Salaam told me his mother, he owes where he's at because of his mother. Where after winning the Heisman Trophy and being picked by Chicago in the 95 draft, Salaam thought nothing but good days were coming. But like a lot of players making big bank, big expectations followed, including the expectation of playing hurt.
Well, he has done that. He has about 45 people here today, braving the elements. Salaam again.
There he goes. He's all by himself.
Touchdown, Memphis. Wow, the Maniacs are going crazy. They are nutty because their offense is cranked up.
Well, I tell you what, he ain't playing hurt, and he doesn't have any footballaholic problems right now.
21-yard touchdown run for Rashan Salaam.
Going back to that, you know, when he was playing hurt in Chicago, it really affected his style, and it really ultimately cut short his time. You know, doubt entered his mind when he was in Chicago, and then so did his mama. His mama helped kick doubt to the curb, and he called him every single day. Told him that she believed in her boy only a way a mama knows. And today, he's bigger, stronger, faster, more dedicated than he's ever been, and he knows exactly where he's at to be for his mama.
Maniacs trying to convert. Druckenmiller, no.
Ball down.
Lost the ball. You could have brought that back. Actually, that was not Druckenmiller. That was Kevin Prentice. No, check that. It was Bo Morgan. Bo Morgan, the option quarterback out of Air Force.
Well, they do that on the goal line for their short yardage package. They go into that triple option stuff.
All right, we're coming back. The Maniacs leading 15-3. Ray, 74 yards. He just scored on a 21-yard touchdown. All 3 carries, he's looked good, boss.
Yeah, he has. You know what? He doesn't look as good as the offensive line, because the offensive line, you don't get a hole like that unless they're blowing some big ones up there in the middle.
Rashan Salaam.
Rashan, you told us yesterday that this offense was stop it if you can. Why can't they stop you?
Well, this whole past week, Coach Brown made a simple offense, like 6 or 7 run plays. We're just coming at them.
You got some player haters behind you. You dealing with it?
Yeah, I'm dealing with it. I first was getting to it a little bit, but now I'm getting warmed up, doing my thing, and they shutting up back there.
Salaam definitely shutting them up.
Yes, you know,
74 yards already.
There he is. They shut him up.
Is that a him?
Could have been a him. I don't know. I'm scared to have.
Tell you what, you better put your glasses back on. This is Saladin McCullough. Saladin McCullough. He's got some burners. McCullough, big return for LA. 37 yards.
And I tell you what, these special teams today, the kickoffs and the punt returns, they've been in some exciting plays. Anytime you drop the ball like that, it slows everybody's lane of attack down. Everybody closes in. The outside usually opens up, and he found the outside.
McCullough pumped up.
Let's see if the team can do something with his field position.
LA with deep motion. Slant over the middle. Pass caught. Latario Rashal wrapped up by Rico Clark, a 9-yard gain.
I don't know where the Maniacs linebackers were, but it looked like they were maybe blitzing because there was nobody in the passing lane in that little 8-yard slant.
The Memphis defense has been solid this year.
48!
Shante Carver, Fryer,
48!
and Thomas in a 3-4.
Oh!
Trouble, and...
Oh, I can't believe he caught that ball! Oh, wow, what a great play by Shante Carver!
The former Dallas Cowboy who has 2 Super Bowl rings. What a catch!
That was unbelievable! That was awesome!
How would you describe the pass from Maddox?
Horrible, and the catch was awesome!
Okay. Maddox trying to dump it off. That might be one of the most athletic plays you will see all year. Shante Carver. You know, they call him Shaka Zulu. It looked like he speared it.
I'm telling you, man, look at this. He got no choice but just to unload it. And Shante Carver puts his big man. He's got to have some Velcro on that.
And it was Richard Hogan's pass with the pressure that led to the interception. First XFL interception for Shante. And the Maniacs, I tell you what, they have simplified the offense. They have turned up their defense. They've changed quarterback. Everything working so far for Kippy Brown and the Maniacs.
That's all day.
How'd you do that? How'd you do that, Shante?
Playing football. I saw the ball. Here it is. We're going the other way, baby. 209 in the house.
You know what?
We got a face mask penalty. It's going to be against Los Angeles.
Face mask. Number 59 defense. Penalty is 5
You know, Boz, we don't even need the refs. I can do the officiating.
I think you can. You know what?
First down.
The Extreme are really killing themselves today. Block punts.
Right here. This is what it's all about.
Not taking advantage of that. Turnovers in the wrong spot.
And Maddox,
penalties in the wrong time.
And Maddox is having a dreadful first half. Now Brent Moss comes in for the first time. Moss replacing Salaam. Look at the numbers for Maddox.
That ain't pretty there. That ain't pretty at all. It's almost as pretty as the weather.
Hey, fans, a smattering of boos from Maddox. If you're wondering, behind Maddox is Scott Milanovic. He hasn't played much this year yet.
Don't go to the backup cord. Don't do that.
I'm not pulling him. I'm just saying that there is a backup behind him, Boz.
Of course there's a backup.
Just a backup behind him. Don't get excited. Don't get him.
Ball's down. Ball's down.
Loose. Moss lost it, and the Extreme come up with it. Rico Mack, the 29-year-old out of Appalachian State.
Brent Moss let that ball go. I don't think he ever got it tucked away.
That equals up the turnovers. Boy, I tell you, it's hard to hold on to the ball.
The turnover woes continue for the Maniacs. Long time. They could have closed out this game pretty early with another touchdown.
So the Extreme gets the ball. Moss lost it. Mack came up with it. And with a big run out near the 49-yard line. Tackled by Richard Hogan.
And he is playing possessed. The last couple of weeks, he has come in and he is tearing people new ones.
He's another nutty linebacker in the mold of like a Bosworth or a Butkus.
No question. I mean, the linebackers are really the citizens of defense. I mean, they are the player that really needs the most psychiatric help. The true believer in the no pain, no gain philosophy.
2nd and 4. LA trailing 15-3. Another loose ball. And that brings up 3rd down. Los Angeles lost its opener at San Francisco 15-13. Then got a big win overtime 39-32. And then won at Las Vegas last week 12-9. All 3 of the LA games this year finished. And the last play of the game.
You know what? Another fumble, and I go back to why he's wearing them gloves. You know, it's okay for the center to wear a glove because he doesn't have to hold it and throw it.
3rd and a mile. Maddox. Corey Sawyer getting his hand in there.
Awesome play by Corey Sawyer.
Hey, 4th down.
I mean, he's a seasoned vet from the NFL, and unfortunately, they just couldn't afford to keep him. So guess what? We get to enjoy his play out here today at the XFL lands. Comes in up underneath the coverage, did a great job of getting his hand on the ball, and he got a great jump on the ball and his sloppy footing.
Walt Corey's defense, he's the D court for Memphis, looks very organized so far, holding LA to just 3 points. Kicking situation.
Ball's live when it gets down to about the 27-yard line, so look for these wild plays on 4th down.
Prefontaine to kick. Prentice is there.
He's got to feel that.
He's got to let it go. Let it go into the end zone. Ball is dead.
You're right.
Now, the problem with that, if it bounces and goes back to the 5, you're screwed.
Yeah, you got to get the ball if it stays inside.
All right, you think the XFL is raw action? Wait till you see WWF Raw. 2 hours of the edgiest action on TV. Don't miss the #1 show in all of cable tomorrow night, 9 Eastern, 8 Central on TNN. You ever do any wrestling, Boz? You would have been a great wrestler for Vince.
I never did. You know,
kick some butt, take some names.
I love watching the wrestling, though. I think it's hilarious.
Tommy, first drive, you didn't have the gloves on, then you went to the gloves. Give me the pros and cons. Are they helping or hurting?
Well, they're helping a little bit, but nothing's going to help a lot. You know, obviously it's raining. We just got to have some big plays out there to win the game.
All right. A standard. Oh, there's someone lost the ball again. I tell you, folks, you have to get an idea. They say it never rains in Southern California, but it pours.
But it rains,
and it has been coming down. I mean, they say cats and dogs, but the other animals are here, too. It's just everywhere, all day long, for the last 3 days. Mike Sheldon. Lots of rain for Southern California. There's a linebacker, boss. Loosen up a little bit.
Hand
the ball to Rashan Salaam.
Matt Kinley come down the line right there and shut that hole down.
Off and right. Let's go base right. 989. Backs cross.
Kippy Brown, head coach, but he calls the plays.
Now get this, 989 is a D go route where the Y reads the safety. It's an all-deep pattern where the Y reads the safety, or the slot guy in this case.
Well, so what's going to happen, Buzz?
Long pass.
Okay, long pass. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Jesus.
I think
Blitz. Cricket Miller loads! And the truth missed it. Daryl Hobbs out of Los Angeles, the former Raider, could not bring it in.
You know, he had to throw that off his back foot, and he still threw it about 50 yards on a wet ball, and a wet black ball. That's no question about his arm strength there.
Good protection, guys.
We go 3 times, 50 out, so what we're going to do, kick on in.
So punting situation, LA should get great field position. Larry Ryans is deep.
Oh, ball's down.
Pick it up. Nice play.
I don't know what the refs are calling.
Jeff Hall with the live football. And we're going to have another marker. That might be punt return interference. He might have been in the date zone. Skidding through was number 36.
You know, the ball came out of the centers and skipped back to the punter, and the up man actually tackled Darnell McDonald, and the referee never called it. Maybe they did. There's a couple of flags down there.
Everybody back up. Keep them back.
You tell them,
back up. Hey, Shelly, back up.
Get back, Bo.
Let me go at him. Don't interfere with me.
Yeah, no, he's a man on the miss. You're talking about a guy who's mental.
Do it.
No, he's been cornered.
Wait a minute.
He can't go for the ball.
No, the ref going to be an offsetting foul because you're one against one team. You got the defense and the offense. Let's play it over. All right?
Okay, that's referee David.
25 yards. They don't know. Get over here. The ball hit the ground. If the ball hits the ground, it's dead. Yeah, but get it right. If the ball hits the ground.
Is that right, Boz? The ball hits the ground, it's dead?
He's the head coach. If he don't know the rules, man, something's wrong with this league.
He's saying the ball is dead back there.
No. He's saying the ball hit the ground up here.
There is no foul for the 5-yard radius as the ball hits the ground prior to the player entering the 5-yard penalty.
Okay, that's exactly what I said.
There is an offside
exactly what he said.
On the defensive team. That penalty will be declined. First down.
All right. Kippy Brown knows the rules.
You want to talk about...
Get it out of here, you know what I'm saying? So you don't kick it again. No, of course not.
Yeah, that's right. You want to talk about a coach that needs medication and maybe thrown into a rubber room. You're talking Kippy Brown. I mean, after a promising start with 19 quick points, at Birmingham, they've scored 12 points, and they've got some points on the board today, so they need very badly this win here in Los Angeles today.
15-3 is our score. The Maniacs leading the Extreme. It's a first down. We're in the second quarter.
First down. Back it up.
I think the refs got water on the brain.
You see the rain coming down. Tough for the officials, tough for the players. Doesn't bother us, though. We're tough.
You know, I'd like to see a referee just start sprinting down the field and sprawl out and do a belly flop all the way down into the end zone, just for fun.
You ever play in rain like this?
No. Some nasty weather, but never rain. Never rain.
Not like this.
This is really nasty today.
Shante Carver was a key with an interception. Tommy Maddox is 2 of 9 for 12 yards and interception. Maddox. The ball slipped out of his hand.
That looked like Tim Lester last night in Chicago. The ball just slipped right out of his hands. Is he still wearing the glove? Let's go back to that thing. Take that glove off, Tommy. Hey, Tommy, take the glove off.
Second down.
The glove don't fit. You must have quit. Take it off, baby.
The guy last night did that, Tim Lester. He did the exact same play
and it looked
as
exactly
Maddox,
the same way.
And they called it a fumble. That was a key play in the game. That was an incomplete. What's the difference?
Well, actually, I think the ball actually did go forward that time, and last night Lester, the ball was left behind his ear.
All right. Rashan Sheehy. No, Maddox will throw. Guns it over the middle. Nice catch. Rashal. And Rashal struggling to get to the 30. No, make it Darnell McDonald with the catch. 25 yards on the play. Darnell McDonald.
You got to wrap up after a swat like that. Darnell did a great job of just maintaining himself here. Coming at you live. I mean, that's a big hit. Woo! Darnell just pop and spin and get what he can.
You know, he's just coming off a rib injury he suffered in the first game.
Yeah, we called that game. Remember he said, I heard it go, and that's usually your rib.
Yeah, he said, I heard it at Tony Romas.
Here we go, get him! Get him, baby, get him! That's it!
Maddox on first down throws. That's going to be pass interference. Oh, it's not. Wow. It looked like Rico Clark was delaying the press. Well, I guess you can do that, but not when the ball is in the air. And we got a late marker down.
96 and 64.
They're getting into a little tussle down there. They're having a difference of opinion.
Defense. Personal foul, 72 offense. Those penalties will cancel.
See, this is why I think the XFL should put a bouncer on the field and forget the personal foul foul me. Let's just square off, do a little dance, make a little love, and then get out for a while.
But you can't really get hurt
in
a fight in football.
Exactly.
Come on.
Exactly. You know, and then if a guy gets his helmet ripped off, then the bouncer steps in and says, okay, enough you guys, take a play off. That's fun. That's football.
We've dipped under the 3-minute mark remaining first half. 15-3 Maniacs. McDonald. And he has it knocked away from him by John Williams. LA said they were going to try to pick on him. He's a little bit shorter than the average bear, but he's played well so far.
He has played well. You know why? He's an ordained minister, so he probably had an extra prayer today because they knew they were going to pick on him. interesting thing with John Williams, he played over in Europe, and he met his wife while he was shopping over there. Little window dressing. I wonder, and I forgot to ask him if he had to pay duty when he brought her back. You got to pay duty on your wife when you bring her back when you get married?
Sometimes.
Yeah?
Sometimes.
You got to play her down.
That is Corey. No, check that. It's Anthony Marshall who's shaken up. So the Maniacs will attend to Corey Sawyer. It's been all Maniacs so far on a very wet field. A delightful day in Los Angeles. Really actually kind of nice, with the possible exception of the rain.
Memphis has had to work in this the last couple of weeks. It's rained incessantly down there in Memphis and Elvis's Graceland area, and they're used to working in this kind of environment for the last couple of weeks.
The Maniacs corners have played well today. John Williams, we talked about him. Of course, we introduced you a bit to Rico Clark, been with 3 NFL teams.
He is their best cover guy, and he knows it. He's a great singer as well.
This is in honor of Black History Month to all the people that died for freedom and equality. Amazing grace.
I love this song.
How sweet the sound that
the LA fans don't like it, boss.
If you don't like this song, you ain't American. This is an awesome song.
Like me, I want
even he can't believe it.
But now I'm found, was blind, but now I see.
Hey, Rico, amen to you, baby. Amen to you, brother.
Hey, boss, you want to hear me sing?
No, I don't want to hear you.
Now listen to my story about a man named Jim, a poor mountaineer. No, just kidding. I tell you what, Rico Clark and John Williams, the 2 corners for Memphis, doing yeoman duty so far against the talented wideouts of L.A. Maddox hangs it over the middle. Incomplete. Looking for it was Damon Dunn.
Damon Dunn did a little short arm action on that. If he'd have just laid out, he'd have pulled that one in. I was probably afraid he was going to get clocked in the middle.
Then one day he was shooting at some food. And they're going to take Marshall off. So they're going to assist the Marshall, probably go into the locker room.
Leave him because you're singing.
Don't blame him.
So is most of the crowd.
And it looks like Maddox is going off, and Scott Milanovic. Now let's see if Milanovic has gloves on.
Milanovic is actually a punter as well.
Watch for the quick kick. He could punt it. He could throw it. He could run it.
He could do it all.
It's 4th down, and a timeout called. Let's see. Well, let's see. Is a marker down?
Doing a little trickery here, and it didn't trick anybody.
That's going to be delay a game. I tell you, when you run that play and you're trying to trick a boss, you got to get in there and do it quicker.
Yeah, you got to get in there, and you also got to do it on 3rd down. Where you can actually go ahead and take advantage. If there's no rush, somebody's downfield.
5 yards, 4th down.
Yeah, that's
so obvious.
I hate that penalty.
Here comes the quarterback that punts. How obvious is that?
Yeah, but he's also the quarterback who can throw the rock.
Correct.
On 3rd down, it becomes a weapon. On 4th down, you just fit somebody back deep, and you play base defense up front.
Hey, Boz, Milanovic has gloves on, too. Are you going to get mad at him?
Only if he fumbles the ball or throws a stupid pass.
And now there's a timeout. So, wow. This is not good execution by Al Luganbill's L.A. Extreme. Coming up at halftime, we're going to explore the mind and psyche of that man, Paul Lacoste. He is dangerous. He's, well, I don't want to say he's demented. He does play for the Maniacs, but he's a hard hitter. He's a solid citizen.
He is a guy that doesn't have any nuts on his bolts. And coming from a guy who doesn't have any nuts on his bolts, I know exactly what kind of world he lives in.
And his idol, well, we'll get into that at halftime. You're his idol.
He really has an amazing, amazing story. And one of these days, I'd like to tell it, but it's so long and so involved. It's very inspirational. It's a great, great guy.
Al Luganville, a sour look on his face right now. His extreme.
He looks like one of those raisins on that post raisin brand commercial.
Story has been Jim Druckenmiller getting his first start at quarterback. Marcus Crandall out. Now the extreme will punt it. Noel Prefontaine to kick it away.
And here's a great opportunity to just pooch that ball down. If the ball is live and it hits the 10-yard line, just pooch it straight up in the air. Most exciting play in the XFL is his fourth down punt.
It's taken by Rico Clark. And Clark is swung out of bounds over on the far sideline. Number 59, Eric Herron, the former Marine from USC. Fought in the Gulf War for the United States. Great story, great guy. All right, we're coming back. The 2-minute warning has come upon us. Maniacs 15, Extreme just 3. Rainy day in La La Land. Glad you're with us. Primetime football on UPN. Good game. The preseason favorite LA Extreme trailing the Memphis Maniacs. Rashan Salaam has been the man today.
He's the man and the beast.
Yes. Tackled by Ricky Parker, but not until he gets 16 more yards. He's closing in on 100 here in the first half. LA hasn't given up a 100-yard rusher all season.
Right, you know what? We talked to Rashan last night. He was a little apprehensive about even putting a mic on. The mic's not working because of the weather. But he was also kind of disappointed in his productivity in the last couple of games. And he said, you know what? Look for me to get combustible tomorrow because I'm going to break out and break some big something off in somebody's rear end. And he's done that today this half.
Averaging nearly 8.5 yards a rush.
Dude, that's huge, dude. That is huge on a field like this. That's huge.
Let's give some credit to the offensive line of the Maniacs. Bernard Williams, Glenn Roundtree, Mike Sheldon, Jesse James, who's in for Wyatt Earp today, who's injured, and Harry Boatswain, Mark Thomas, the tight end.
Harry Boatswain, 6'5", 330-pounder out of Brooklyn, New York. I call him the Yacht.
The Yacht?
The Yacht.
You get an idea of the footing. Look at this. They are digging in soggy conditions. Hand the ball to Rashan Salaam. The key for him now in the Maniacs, hang on to the football, boss.
Just hang on to the ball. You got the lead. You got control of the game. You don't want to give a bad turnover, a bad field position right here. You try to run the clock out. You got a $1:36 here before halftime.
Timeout. This will be a 30-second timeout.
Tomorrow on the Hughleys, D.L. Hughley will find out if the grass is greener on the other side of the field.
When you said life would be easier if you had a white wife.
Oh my God, I caught jungle fever.
My black stallion.
Well, damn, this is all right.
You can see the Hughleys tomorrow at 9, 8 Central, right here on UPN. That looks like a good episode, boss.
He's hilarious. I've met him a couple times.
Have you really?
He's hilarious.
Okay.
He's as crazy on camera as he is off. He's a little mental.
He likes you too? Bet he does.
I don't know. I
bet he does.
I hope he does.
Jim Druckenmiller and the Maniacs with a 15-3 lead here in the rain. Rashan Salaam has been running behind the offensive line. What has happened to the Extreme front four, the posse?
You know what? I think this offensive line, even though they've had some problems, we talked to Bernard Williams last night, and he said, you know, through bad things that have happened, they were going to stick together. And look what's happened today.
The quarterbacks, of course, are usually the story. You look at Druckenmiller. He's looked good. 5'9", 101 and a touch. Maddox shaking his head, 3 of 14, 37 and a pick. So, I tell you what.
Conditions like that, that's remarkable. It really is.
What did Al Luganville say that I repeated in the open? The way to win an XFL game is how, Boz?
If you get your quarterback or my quarterback to play better than your quarterback, we're going to win.
And right now, Druckenmiller is outplaying Maddox. So,
but you still have to have your defense step up and play as well.
Nobody cares about defense, Boz. Forget about that stuff.
Yeah, defenses win championships, and if you can keep them off the board, you got at least chance to win the game. Right now, they ain't keeping them off the board.
LA defense very porous right now. 3rd and 5. Loose ball. And a bunch of Maniacs jump on it. Salaam lost it. Now, will that count as a fumble for him this year? Will that count as an official fumble if they get it back?
It's an official fumble, yeah. It's definitely a fumble.
He fumbled it, but he didn't lose it.
No.
Okay.
It's a...
Okay. Rashan Salaam, he was one of the last men cut a year ago in the Green Bay Packers camp.
They cut him because they thought that his hands weren't what they needed to be for the Packer organization.
So the Maniacs won a punt. Jeff Hall is, well, he took a boat to get out to the 10-yard line. There's like a moat. They're going to call timeout. All right, a reminder that next Saturday on NBC, we've got a great game. The LA Extreme will travel to New York to take on the Hitmen, and we have to see, Boz, whether the feud will continue between Jesse Ventura and Rusty Tillman. Ventura all over Tillman all game. He goes down. I don't know what he's going to do, apologize to him or kiss up to him, and Tillman said, get out of here, you big fat hunk.
Yeah, I know Rusty and I know Ventura, and ain't nobody apologizing in that match. I tell you, what I like to see him get in the ring. Put a cage around it. Let's finish it like real men.
Well, who's the bad guy in that? Is it Rusty Tillman? Is he the guy?
Honestly?
Yeah.
Ventura. Go ahead and make your comment and leave the guy alone. I mean, I know Rusty, he's a fiery guy, but let him coach the guys.
All right.
They got a good club up there in New York.
Damon Dunn is back. LA, will they try to block? Paul is late, and he gets it away.
That ball's live.
It is live. It gets there. Down it goes. The Maniacs may have it. And the Maniacs say they've got it.
I just love the punt in the XFL. It's awesome.
I'll tell you what. And let's see if the ball went 25 yards, though.
It doesn't make any difference because the extreme player came up and he tried to field the ball. I mean, that ball's coming at you, and it's all crazy, and Damon Dunn's got those gloves on, and he can't get the handle on it, and the ball just dies in that water. Now, here's a great opportunity. You got 30 seconds, middle of the field.
Oh, there
I
you
think
go,
you open it up and go ahead and go deep. And if they don't, something's wrong mentally with Kippy.
Gloves sometimes better for a cold day rather than a wet day, and LA really having some problems hanging on to the football. Maniacs with another chance. Druckenmiller heaves it deep. Nobody there. Nope, that's too far.
It's just a pretty ball that comes out of that guy's cannon.
24 seconds to play. He was looking for Charles Jordan. Phillips was covering.
Here you go. All right, here you go. All right, let's go. All right, pass 56. 787.
Throw the bomb again?
I think why not? Yeah, you might as well. You got nothing to lose. But if you have to punt the ball, you're punting it down on the other end of the field. It's not that big. I love that nasty stuff coming in the quarterback's ear, too.
You got more risk handing off than you do throwing it deep. You might as well take it and throw it down.
Getting the quarterback in the center exchange.
Second down. Druckenmiller. He's got Prentice open. Prentice made a great move, and he goes out of bounds. You know what I like about Prentice? He's a little guy that makes big plays instead of a big blowhard type of guy that doesn't do squat. First down.
Oh, I knew you were going to get me on that.
28 yards for Kevin Prentice.
Kevin's done a great job today. No question about it. And like I said before, I love little guys, tall guys, big guys, short guys, fat guys, ugly guys, pretty. I even like you. And that's stretching it because you're a volleyball guy.
Both teams are out of timeouts, Boz. 16 seconds to go. Maniacs, now they have to be careful with their play call here because you want to at least get a field goal attempt.
Yeah, you don't have time to throw it in the middle. You got to throw it in the outs.
First down, Druckenmiller on the out. And the pass is
great pass.
Druckenmiller on target. Charles Jordan, his 11th catch this year. Kid out of Inglewood, California, not too far from here.
And I tell you what, that's impressive to throw that kind of ball in this kind of weather condition. Let me look.
71 offense.
The ball is as slippery as it can possibly be, and Jim has got those huge hands, and he's able to, he don't need gloves. And to put himself in a position to put 3 on the board before halftime is huge for Kippy.
Jesse James is the snapper. Bo Morgan the holder. Jeff Hall will try to kick a 30-yarder.
This one's not a gimme. This is hard.
Hall 4 or 5 this year. He's only missed once. And no, he missed that one, didn't he? Wide right. All drives it, so some consolation. You can't really say the extreme defense held. The fans holding their breath with 7 seconds remaining. Could he have taken another shot to the end zone there, Boz, with 7 seconds to go?
No, it certainly wouldn't have helped on this wet field. Go ahead and just throw a fade maybe in that end zone, see if you get maybe pass interference on the one and maybe get an opportunity to get a closer field goal or, you know, maybe get lucky and catch the ball.
All right, 1 or 2 more plays for the Los Angeles Extreme. Kippy Brown, he doesn't look happy, but he is excited. His team with a big scoring output here in the first half, and that is going to do it. Memphis Maniacs dominate the first half and lead.
Druck, you're better than 50% passing in this slot. You're going to keep throwing the ball in the second half?
Keep doing what we got to do, and whatever it takes.
Big Druck.
I like his attitude, man.
Tommy, they've got the passing game and the running game. Right now, you guys have no game. What changes do you have to make?
Well, we just got to make plays. I don't know if there's changes. You just got to make a big play in this type of weather.
You going to get better gloves at halftime?
No.
Eschewing the Brian Bosworth suggestion, take the gloves off Tommy. He doesn't want to do it.
Maybe Al will make him take the gloves off after looking at the stats. Jim doesn't have gloves on, and he's smoking.
Soggy group of players heading to the locker room. We're coming back at halftime. The score, the Memphis Maniacs 15, the LA Extreme 3. For Los Angeles has been their kicker, Jose Cortez. He knocked one through from 40. Interestingly, he's a barefoot kicker, but in these conditions, sometimes he has to kick without his shoe, with the shoe, without the shoe. What to do?
The whole XFL experience just started when I was on the roof back in Corvallis. I was working as a roofer for my fiance's uncle. You work for like 12 hours a day, basically, and I mean, it's good money, you know, but I'd rather be playing football than being on the roof. I was working on the roof when I got the phone call from Coach Luganville, and he told me that they drafted me. I was going to come back and play in LA for the LA Extreme. I started pretty bad, you know. I mean, I missed my first field goal. Second game, I missed 2 field goals. That's when the whole Tommy and me story started about us.
Why the f*** would we kick it? If he can't make it, we got to go. 4th and 2.
I mean, it bothered me at some point, but at the same time, you know, it just made me work harder during that week to prove him and prove everybody else that I was capable of playing for the XFL.
Emotions run high on the field. That stuff that goes on in every game, in every league. It's just, in this league, they tend to catch you on the sideline saying it.
My technique, you know, I was trying different ways of kicking, which that threw me off. And but I came back the week before Vegas and started kicking the way I was kicking during camp.
He kicked very well in the preseason, and I think that was what the biggest shocker of it was, coming out the first 2 games and struggling because he had kicked so well.
He just told me, you know, that I was his boy and we were teammates and not to worry about it, just to go ahead and perform. Right after I made that 48-yard field goal to win the game, I felt pretty happy. After everybody jumped on me, you know, celebrating about winning the game, Tommy came up to me and told me, you know, he gave me a high five and told me, you know, that's the way to come back.
Hey, this is the man right here, baby.
I'm always dreaming about having to kick a winning field goal, and so far, you know, this is my second one, and it ain't gonna be the last one.
25-year-old Jose Cortez with the make in the first half. He's now 7 of 10 on the year. He is a candidate for the XFL Kicker of the Year. He boinked one from 40. He knocked it through with the shoe, Boz.
In this weather, that's saying something. That's not an easy kick right there, partner.
No problem. Sliding a bit. Cortez, the lone offensive highlight for Los Angeles. Let's bounce over to the Memphis Maniacs locker room. Paul Lacoste and the Maniacs defense very, very effective in the first half, holding the high-octane LA Extreme to just 3 points.
Where were they, Paul?
You had Lacoste, he's 26 years old from Jackson, Mississippi. He's a high-energy guy who takes pride in getting himself ready to play in the big game.
That's how, but Bo, tell him that's how it ended up.
All Paul Lacoste, Memphis Maniacs, XFL, full access game day. Right now, I'm thinking about their tight end primarily. Going through my head, you know, all the things the plays we've gone over, you know, thinking about my family. I got a lot of nerves running through me right now. Well, this Maniacs only, pre-game meal. Gotta get your meal, gotta get your mind right. Gotta X y'all out on that one. It's time to call my girlfriend and tell her I love her that one last time, and then it's time to play ball. That's when the switch turns, right then, right there. Say hello. Okay, I love you. Bye. I do say this, you got to have a little something wrong with you to play this game. I may wear number 52, but I don't think I have 52 cards in my deck. Time to go for the walk.
Gotta smell the grass, get a feel for it all. There's nothing better than that right there. And that's my office. That's where I work. Different music for me hits different emotions, so music is definitely a part of getting ready for a game. All access. This is Randy, and I've been with Randy ever since college. Y'all can read that, I don't mind. We got a different one for every game. I always read them. Game day. Put the eye black on. Time to go.
That's all this is. Pure rush.
I enjoyed it. Welcome to the XFL, man.
Paul Lacoste, certainly one of the characters in the XFL.
Keep it going.
All right, a good first half.
Let's keep it going now. Let's keep it going.
And definitely keeping it going. 15-3.
I want to get out there, and people that have been following me and, you know, just hoping for the best for me on Sunday, I just want to do the best I can and have a good time.
Now, interestingly, when McCullough was being recruited, Al Luganville was at San Diego State, and actually McCullough fell asleep on his recruiting visit. But when he came to the LA Extreme Camp,
the first question he asked him was,
he said,
"Don't fall asleep on me,
you're not
bro."
going to fall asleep on me, are you, brother? You can't do that. I remember you. And he said, "No, Coach, I won't." Let's watch McCullough. Tremendous talent. Delay in play because the field judge was injured, shaken up a bit.
You got to be athletic to be a field judge, referee, umpire. You got to get out of the way when the action's coming out at your drill work.
So the field judge is off.
Let's hope he's okay.
And the rest of the officials will play a man short. And the ball to McCullough. And McCullough trying to get around the corner, slips and slides, getting to the 40.
No place to run, no place to hide there, as the entire Memphis Maniacs moved with the entire LA Extreme line in vertical. Close that hole down, no place to go.
Going to be a 2nd and 7. We mentioned that McCullough went to Oregon as a senior, had a great year, but he broke ribs in the East-West Shrine game. And there's going to be a false start. Broke ribs in the East-West Shrine game, and so a lot of the scouts were leery of him. They also thought he was a bad dude. He was telling us last night, the question he got all the time, every NFL club would ask him, what question, boss?
What, are you a gangbanger?
Are you a gang member? Are you a gang member?
And I can't help, you know, and I know Saladini's got a good guy, good heart. I can't help but look, and you watch that piece on him, he's wearing that gangbanger-like clothes. So, you know, that's the first question that's always going to be in your mind, coupled with when you are with who you hang with. So when you get in trouble, and it's that kind of trouble, you're going to get those kind of questions.
McCullough remains the running back. Maddox at quarterback. Extreme trailing 15-3. Maddox throws, pass caught. Ryans breaks the tackle. And Ryans swims underwater to the 35, tackled by Richard Hogan.
Corey Sawyer did a great job. He was all over the guy. He did everything but take the ball out of Larry Ryan's hands here. But if you're going to do that, you got to wrap him up. You can't let him get away. Thank God for Richard Hogan's coming up from the backside of that. Would have been a big play for the LA Extreme.
10 yards on the pass play, the little run. Hogan's running him down from behind. Los Angeles averaging 18 points a game in XFL. 3 so far tonight. Third and a deuce. Blitz coming. McCullough breaks to the outside. He's going to be very close to the first down. Carver says no, he didn't get it.
You know, this is a nice move, though, on a wet field to stop and get outside, and that's one of the things that Sullivan McCullough does a little better than Rashan Salaam. He waits for the hole to open.
Decision time now for Al Luganville. It looks like a 4th and about 1, maybe 2. What do you do, boss?
You go for it. You're down 12. It's too long, too far to kick the field goal. Punt coverage is not that big a factor today.
On 4th down this year, LA just 2 of 3, which is actually pretty good. And now they're 3 of 4. They complete it to McDonald.
That's a gutsy call on a wet field to throw a ball like that. And Darnell McDonald did a great job of hauling that sucker in.
So Maddox is okay when he completes a pass with his gloves on. When it's incomplete, though, you don't like it.
No, if it slips out of his hand, the problem is you don't know when it's going to happen. If it happens at the wrong time, it kills you.
One of the stories tonight in wet weather. Do you want to wear gloves if you're a quarterback? We've been following that in the first half. Maddox started without gloves, then put them on. And he has had one. Well, did he have a fumble? I think so. Fumble and incomplete. McCullough taking his way. Saladin McCullough. Tackled by Jackie Kellogg.
Again, a great job of waiting. He's sitting there and he hesitates. He wants to find where that crack and that crease is. And Saladin did a good job. And again, we go back to the beginning of the show when Al Luganville said, we've got to get better production on first down. And right there, we get 4, 5, 6 yards on first down. You give Tommy so much better a weapon to choose from as you get close to the red zone, or the wet zone as they're calling it today.
McCullough has given the extreme a spark here. Driving into the rain, into the wind here at the Memorial Coliseum. Hogan's set the blitz. Maddox off his back. McDonald! And McDonald is out at the 4.
They're picking on John Williams over there. Picking on John Williams. Darnell McDonald, 6'3". John Williams at 5'9". I don't care how you shake it out. When you throw the ball up like that, it's just plain and simple basketball.
A 17-yard pass play. Maddox on the money here. Just throwing it up there, Buzz, as you like it.
I mean, there's no real way you can cover this guy any better than that. Somebody's on the interior defense has got to ball, but you know what? When you got a guy that's that athletic, it's tough to guard him sometimes.
Third catch for McDonald. It's a 1st and goal from the 6. Trying to hit McDonald again. It's overthrown.
Tell you what, they look like they're a little bit off kilter there because Tommy threw that ball more toward the cone, and Darnell was moving a little bit further inside toward the hash mark on that one.
Once again, McDonald is 6'3". Williams is listed at 5'9", so definitely trying to take advantage of the height advantage.
I think you got to. That's smart football right now.
Williams is number 21.
And I mean, LA has moved this ball all the way down the field, and you can feel the momentum trying to change here.
2nd and goal. Maddox with time. Throws into the end zone. Touchdown, LA! Darnell McDonald.
Corey Sawyer let him go. Thought he had help. I don't think you're going to get any help on that corner. I'll tell you what, I think Darnell McDonald had a little dance over there.
Look out!
Kevin Peoples ain't going to have none of that.
Yeah.
Not on his watch.
Mr. Peoples' neighborhood being by tall receivers. So LA back in the game, scores a touchdown. Now the all-important extra point. Maddox trying to get the play in.
This extra point is huge here because it pulls them within 5, and a touchdown after that pulls them into the lead.
There you go, Boss. Good addition, Bob.
Thank you very much.
Very nicely done.
Hey, man, you get educated in Oklahoma big time.
And the pass is incomplete. Was that a forward pass? No, wait a second. We've got a marker in the end zone.
You can't even hit. That's why you got cut from the coast.
Got a marker in the end zone. Wait a minute.
We're a legal man downfield here.
All right, replay it. 12 men on defense.
Oh, man. No wonder he looked good there, Boss.
Replay the try.
Wow.
Maybe they needed 12 men on the field on that touchdown pass. Tell you what, Kippy, you can start to see Kippy tightening up here. Might have to get the straight down for Kippy because he's going to go mental in a second if they lose this game.
So the second chance for the Los Angeles Extreme. trying to obtain the extra point. And the ball, Salaam McCullough. That's a live ball. You can pick it up and run it. Get up. That play no good. So the extra point try is no good. Let's go back once more to that touchdown. It was a beauty. Maddox to McDonald.
Showed a lot of poise here. Threw it down deep in the end zone, only in a place that Darnell could catch it.
All right, we're coming back. Maniacs have the lead, but here comes L.A.
Don't go away. The Eric Herron thing.
Grab a Miller Lite. It's Miller time. By the United States Army, an army of one. And by Pennzoil Synthetic, don't hold back. Along with Brian Bosworth, Chris Raggy, Michael Barkan, I'm Chris Marlowe. Welcome to the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum.
That guy wasn't sitting, he was floating in the stands.
Fans here are energized. The Extreme scoring a touchdown. It is 15-9 now. The Maniacs have the lead.
And the fans that are here, these are the Extreme fans.
They're the guttiest fans west of New York City.
Of Tunica, Mississippi.
There you go. This is Raphael Cooper. Dropped it for a moment. That means a big return coming. And he skids out to the 27.
Coach laid down the gauntlet with you guys at halftime. How important was it to come out and get some points first drive?
Real important. I mean, being down 15-3 at halftime, you know, that kind of takes away your confidence a little bit. So we had to come out and make a quick drive, put some score on the board, let our defense go out and hold them down, and go back and put another one on them.
You're dying to do that X spot, aren't you?
It's going to happen.
Mike 51.
So the Maniacs have the lead, but you get the feeling that LA is getting a little momentum. Let's see how the Extreme defense plays it.
Louisville challenged the defense in the locker room. You heard him. I mean, he didn't use exactly the words I would use if I was a defensive coach, but he's an offensive coach, so he wants them to go out there and kick their tails. I think they got to get to kick their ass. And right now, they've got to continue to do that. They get a good job on first down there.
You see, the scoring by half. Maniacs only 3 in second halves this year. The Extreme usually gets better. Druckenmiller, the quarterback. Fake to Salaam. Druck all day. And he dumps it off. He's got his tight end, Mark Thomas.
Oh, he fumbles the ball.
And the Extreme has it.
You know, the drive field, that ball goes out of bounds because of momentum. It dies on the field.
Terry Phillips came up with it. The thing was floating in the water, Boz.
We go back to what we talked about earlier, turnovers. Turnovers are the worst time, the worst spot. Memphis is just shooting themselves here. They gotta get composure. And their defense got to step up big.
Maniacs, 8 turnovers in the last 2 weeks.
Count that as number 9 right there.
Yeah, they're second today, Boz.
That's 10.
Oh, he never secured it. He never secured it. He left it out there. So L.A. with a golden opportunity. Maddox, it slipped out of his hands. Incomplete. What do you say to that?
I don't want to say I told you so, but Tommy, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, babe.
Tommy, can you hear me?
142. That's 142.
And what he's doing on long throws, too, long throws here, quarterbacks, they step back, and this is a long throw. He wants to grip that ball a little harder, and as you grip it, you squeeze it on a wet ball.
Well, that could happen with or without the glove, honestly.
On a wet ball, it surely could, but I still think that glove doesn't help.
Maddox, incomplete. Off the hands of Larry Ryan.
Even that ball slipped out. That wasn't a pretty pass coming out of there.
Third down. Yes, sir. I didn't hear you. What?
Thomas, the man that fumbled it, getting an idea, or giving you an idea of how wet his hands are with the gloves.
Now, Mark Thomas, I mean, he's a 2-time winner of the Sportsmanship Award.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to give that up when you come in the XFL. You can't have the Sportsmanship Award.
Why would you put that on your resume is what I want to know.
Why would you work up on a wet, rainy day?
All receivers wear that.
Same play, same result there.
Same pattern. Looking for Larry Ryans. Ryans, the track man. He's the fastest receiver that Los Angeles has. He was a 10.3 100-meter man.
That's smoking. He told us he didn't think he could run a 10-3 right now. Probably more like a 10-4. Is there a real difference between 10-3 and 10-4? Now, this is a long field goal. Check this sucker out. He's kicking this thing from...
This is a 46-yarder, Boz.
Yeah, that's a long field goal.
Into the rain and into the wind. It's coming. The wind is coming into his face from the peristyle end.
You got to kick this ball. You can look for a block there, Boz. Whoa!
He got it!
That is huge! I mean, that guy's got a howitzer for a leg.
I guess we can say Jose Cortez nailed it.
He nailed it. That's right. That's a good one.
Officially, it's a 47-yarder. And so the comeback has begun for the Los Angeles Extreme.
If you got up and left, you better hurry up and come back, because this one's going to get hot in a minute.
Looked like Joe Montana on that one, Boz.
That's impressive. That rock's got to go out of there. That's a 20-pound rock coming off his foot.
Maniacs' lead has been cut to 3. Stay with us. Welcome back at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. Jose Cortez just a moment ago for 47 in rainy conditions. A big league kick anywhere, Boz.
That's a huge kick. That coming off his rock, off his foot, and Maniacs loves every minute. Remember we saw at the beginning of the telecast that Maniacs didn't like what he was giving him
a couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that's big and a big time part of the game right now. Jose Cortez has made 6 in a row. And the Extreme on the comeback trail. They were down 15-3. They've scored 9 unanswered. And the Maniacs self-destructing a bit so far. And Cortez rips one. And it's going to be brought out by Cooper. And Cooper is down at the 20. So LA has momentum. The crowd is alive. The defense is pumped up a bit. Maddox is starting to pass a little better, and their kicker is on the money. And you know what? This wind and weather has started to kick up a little bit. In the first half, I didn't see this wind. I didn't feel the wind, and all of a sudden, we got probably 15, 20 mile per hour wind working here, and that's going to work against Jim Druckenmiller. Look at that. So, folks, in the Golden State, it is a howling monsoon now. Perfect football weather. They love it. Maniacs 1-2, trying to get even. LA 2-1, trying to go to 3-1. Druckenmiller does Salaam. Salaam very effective in the first half, but LA king on him a bit here in the second half. And I think LA knows that because the weather's starting to turn inclement here, they're going to go ahead and start and compact that interior line a little bit. What about trying to knock the ball out of Salaam's hands, Boz? Well, you know, he hasn't proven that he's fumbling the ball, but you know what? It's hard to hang on to that rock today. It's a 2nd and 9 now for the Maniacs. Take the Salaam. Druckenmiller guns on the outside. Caught. And out of bounds is Charles Jordan. That was a great pass and a great catch by Charles Jordan. He made a nice recovery on that. Ball came out of, actually, I mean, you look at the difference between the way Truck is throwing the ball. Comes out there, nice tight spiral. He made a nice recovery on that ball to try to get that ball inside, and he got some good yards after the catch. 31-yard pass play, Druckenmiller to Jordan. Jordan played 7 years in the NFL, Raiders, Packers, Dolphins, Seahawks. First down, Maniacs. Rashan Salaam. He's got a seam, and Salaam fights his way near the 40. Tackled by Lamont Evans. John Stuckey came up and helped on that little Ebony Prince action. Rashan Stuckey. That's a 6-yard gain for Rashan Salaam. Former Heisman Trophy winner. I guess if you win the Heisman, it's not former ever. What's the best you did in the Heisman Trophy balloting, Boz? I was third or fourth. Okay. Maniacs keep it on the ground. Salaam, and we've got a marker. Loose football. Salaam dropped the ball, but there's a marker down. It's
probably going to be some kind of a holding call.
The umpire threw that flag in there, and anytime you get an umpire throwing a flag, you usually got holding in the interior line.
No, there was no possession. Third down.
Ref David is going to sort it out.
At what time? When did it occur?
Prior to the first fumble.
Bobbers, and it was 75? 77? All right, Captain.
We control the ball. We want the ball.
You don't get the ball. They have it.
Well, that's as plain as day.
Their ball. Captain, I got a penalty. Come here.
No.
No possession. All right. Back him out. Come on. All right. You got holding, all right? All right, thank you. Holding. 71 offense. Penalties decline. Third down.
Earl Scott holding at the wrong time.
Come on, Davey fumbled. He recovered a fumble. Dolphin. It was a change of possession.
All right, here you go. Dolphin right.
True. It was a change of possession, and he fumbled again.
Seemed like it.
But they're saying that the holding occurred before the fumble.
It was a fumble. They got it.
I tell you, either Kippy or the refs got to read up on the rules after this game. 15-12. 4.5 minutes remaining, third quarter. Druckenmiller stands in, dumps it over the middle. Pass caught, Mark Thomas. And Thomas gets back to the 44, Sean Stuckey.
Sean Stuckey doing
the tackle.
Doing a little dirty dance in the middle there, did a great job. If he didn't make that tackle, Mark Thomas is going to pull the first down in on that one.
So it's a fourth down situation. And Jeff Hall will have to kick it away. Larry Ryans is deep. Copeland was in there, couldn't get his hand on it. It's a live ball, of course, at any time once it passes 25 yards, and Ryans takes it out to the 26. So Los Angeles playing at home with 3:45 to go, third quarter, trails by 3, but they have the ball and momentum. Games Los Angeles has played this year have come down to the final play. Maniacs leading 15-3 at half, but the Extreme coming on. The Extreme with 9 unanswered points. That pass incomplete. Tommy Maddox trying to lead the comeback. Had a poor first half, but revving up here in the second half, Boz. It was all Memphis in the first half, no doubt about that.
No question. 229 yards to 33 for Los Angeles. They turned the tide a little bit here, but it's more Memphis's mental mistakes that have caused the game to get turned around in momentum-wise.
4 wide receivers. Ryans in deep motion. Maddox throws, pass picked off. Intercepted by Corey Sawyer. Sawyer read it. He jumped on the route, Boz, and picked it off.
You know, it was an ill-advised pass by Tommy, and Corey read Tommy's eyes the whole way. He didn't bite on that at all. Tommy wishes he had that one back for sure.
Third turnover for the Extreme, and the defense for the Maniacs comes up big.
They're actually finally winning the turnover battle, which they haven't done this year. He reads the quarterback, and he just stares at his receiver the whole time. Tommy knows it. There's a man standing in despair.
Druckenmiller on first down. Throwing a deep post. Oh! Incomplete. Charles Jordan had a step, but Phillips able to knock it away.
You know, there's a little contact going on down there.
That's Sawyer.
You know, they're not consistent with this. I mean, there's a little contact right there, and I don't know why that's not interference.
Incidental contact ruled by the officials. Second down coming up. Rashan Salaam breaks through a hole and gets about 7.
Right up the gut.
We played. What I tell you, baby?
How are you
How are you holding on to these balls in wet weather like this?
Well, I just got some new gloves. I mean, every half I try to get some new gloves, stay fresh.
You read his eyes?
Yeah, definitely. You got to know the play is going to happen, and I saw the guy go out. So whenever two go out, one coming in, I just sat there.
Fresh gloves for Corey Sawyer. Third down.
Whoa.
And very close to the first down is Salaam. He looks like he's about a yard short.
Fourth down, guys. Man, you see that Druckenmiller barely got the handoff.
He sure did.
Coming at you right here. Barely gets the handoff off right there, man.
So a 4th and 1. And decision time for the Maniacs. What do you do here, Boz? You kick a field goal? You go for it?
You know, your field goal kicker, the field conditions, even though they look horrible, they've actually been able to get the ball off the ground.
And the Maniacs call their second timeout. Remember, they burned one at the start.
Hey, guys. Hey, look here.
Of the second half.
Listen up. If we don't back our ass up, Marcus, get back. I'm going to fine every damn one of you. Coaches included. Now, back it up.
Told you. He's a no-nonsense guy, man. He expects to get exactly what he's given. He's feeling the pressure right now.
I'm ready.
What's he saying?
He just ain't being real friendly. And I don't like the calls. I mean, they ain't calling nothing.
Okay, now we know what they're going to be in. Okay, we know what they're going to do. We're going 0.
Right.
Okay, we're going to go high left, off right, slant right special. Okay? Charlie, you okay?
Don't step! What do you need?
All right, Kippy Brown, his first year as a head coach in the XFL or anywhere else.
Been an offensive coordinator everywhere he's been, or a running back coach, or something involved with running backs and receivers. He actually coached Jim Druckenmiller down in Miami, so he knows what Jim can do.
Tough call here, though, Boz. You could do a little play-action throw slant. You got Rashan Salaam. Biggest play of the game to this point.
Sounded like he called a pass play in there.
Maniacs 4th and 1.
I'd be surprised if it was.
Hand it to Salaam. Rashan Salaam driving.
He got that.
It looks like he's got the first down. Let's see what they spotted.
Running behind the big dot over there. Harry Boatswain moving the big.
It is a first down.
Moving Death Blow out of the way. Going right at the heart, soul of the extreme defense with Kinley and Duff. That's a challenge. That's a challenge in the defense there.
So the Maniacs, Campbell, they go for it, they get it. Salaam now with 107 yards. Hand it to him again. Rashan Salaam. And he bangs it for about 4. Jamal Duff making the grab.
Did you hear Jamal Duff come in and attack Rashan Salaam? I mean, it almost sounded criminal.
So Maddox, who's thrown 2 interceptions today, can only sit and watch as time runs down here in the third quarter. Memphis leading 15-12. And looking for another score. Druckenmiller give it to Salaam. Oh, and he nearly broke it. A touchdown saving tackle by Rico Mack. Got his arm out and tripped up Salaam.
You know, in these kind of conditions, you want to get your arm, your leg, or anything out if you can trip them up.
That is the end of the third quarter. The Memphis Maniacs hanging on to a 15-12 lead. Quarter, Memphis leading by 3. Rain continues to pound down. The field is a soggy mess. It is 3rd and 4 for the Maniacs.
Only people like this kind of weather are farmers.
And we've got some problems. And apparently it will be a false start. Looks like Earl Scott, number 71, maybe.
He had a holding penalty on the last drive.
Offense number 71. 5 yards. Down remains 3.
So that will stretch out the 3rd and 4 to 3rd and 9. We've got to change the play call here, don't you think, Bob?
Yeah, we went back and we talked about the 3rd down conversion for the Maniacs, and it's not been
How can he do that?
stellar by any stretch of the imagination. They're down, down around 31%.
Like that, how can that happen?
That's a coach's lament. You hear it worldwide. How can that happen?
Unless he's not in the huddle, how could it happen?
3rd and 9. Druckenmiller throws Prentice, and he gets the first down. The little big man, Kevin Prentice.
Big explosions come in small packages tonight, and Kevin Prentice has come up huge all night long for Jim Druckenmiller.
So Prentice not only makes the catch, Boz, but has the presence to scoot for the first down. His 4th catch tonight.
Problem there, that's a raggly-ass tackle by Del McGee. He's got to come up and be A1 if he's going to be the best sauce on the field.
Salaam and Kitts in the eye. They bobbled the snap. Salaam got it, and he loses a yard.
They need to maintain control here.
Rico Mack making the tackle.
Here we go. You know, they haven't had a whole lot of success when they really inside power drive running plays. They've had more success as Rashan is getting the ball and he's having to bounce it outside, back behind the yacht, the boat.
2nd down. Looking for the fade. He's got Prentice.
Oh!
Incomplete. Prentice dove for it and could not come up with it.
That would have been a spectacular catch by Prentice. That's a good throw by Druckenmiller. He stood exactly where he had to throw it. Kept it out of harm's way. Prentice is barely had a chance to get it. You know what? On a dry field, I think he comes down with that. That wet ball, slipping and sliding, makes the catch even tougher.
So 3rd down. 3rd and goal. Druckenmiller. Pass, and it's going to be complete to the 5. So they get 5, and that will set up a very short field goal attempt. Jordan making the catch. And the field goal team comes on. Jeff Hall coming into tonight was 4 of 5, but he missed his only attempt tonight.
Yeah, I'm not so sure you shouldn't have taken a shot inside the end zone with this kind of wet field. You got the defense playing up tight. You got to try to get the ball in the end zone because it's likely you're not going to get, you know, any broken tackles down that deep.
A 23-yard chip shot for Jeff Hall. And he makes it. I believe I said he had missed his only attempt. He has made one, of course. So he is 1 of 2, and now he is 2 of 3. So Jeff Hall converts.
So maybe your math isn't very, maybe your math at San Diego wasn't as good as mine at Oklahoma, was it?
It certainly wasn't.
Come on, man,
18 to 12.
Better player than that.
Maniacs.
All right, let's try.
Marlowe, the extreme, trying to come back, trailing 18 to 12. Maniacs just got a short chip shot field goal from their kicker, Jeff Hall. Saladin McCullough off the right side. He brings it out to the 30-yard line. So it's up to Tommy Maddox. He's been able to engineer some marvelous fourth-quarter drives, and here he comes. His number is not impressive, Bob, so far. 8 of 25, 92 yards, a TD, and 2 picks.
You know what? You can throw all that away because you got 12 minutes to play. You get down only by 6. This team has had a history of waiting to the last quarter to shine, and this isn't any better. You couldn't write a better script for Tommy if he could pull this one off.
First down, LA going with 4 wide receivers. Maddox pump fake, throwing deep. He's got McDonald there. It's up for grabs. Did he intercept it? No, incomplete. Pass incomplete.
Tommy had big Antonio Anderson in his grill. Had to throw from his back foot. That's the reason the ball hung back a little bit and gave
Tyrus Bell thought he had it.
Gave Bell a chance to intercept that ball.
Trips right.
Second down.
Trip. Check flash.
McCullough breaks the tackle, and he is dragged down. Loose football, let's see. And the Maniacs have it. Another turnover for the Maniacs.
Way to go! Saladin McCullough did a good job of skating up in the hole, but you got to finish the job by hanging on to the rocks there, Saladin. Did put a good move on Tremont Lawless.
And that's John Williams who picked it up.
So that's enough picking on me. I'm going to do a little picking on you for a second.
So the Maniacs get...
I love my little girl, Leah. Back it up. Leah Rebecca.
And another frustrating series for Tommy Maddox. 11 minutes left to play in the game. Maniacs by 6. Druckenmiller is clocked. Another loose football.
You know, it is so sloppy down there. I mean, it's rained all day, and the rain's picked up here in the second half.
Salaam was the one who dropped it. And we got a man down.
I mean, the game started, and we've already had more than an inch of rain here. I mean, the puddles on the field, this is unbelievable. I mean, usually when you get rain like this, we start getting earth slides, and the only way you're going to get this field to drain is with an earthquake and rock this sucker up on its hill. Come on.
That's Lawless, who knocked the ball free, and Salaam is shaken up.
Lawless? I knew a guy named Lawless once.
Yeah?
He was cool.
How'd it come out?
He was cool.
No?
He was killed in politics.
Okay. What does that mean?
You really want me to tell you? Let's just say it's a story best left for another day.
A sunny day as Jim Druckenmiller. I'll tell you what, a touchdown here would put this baby out of sight, I think.
I think a field goal probably puts it out of reach. You're 6 points down. LA's got to come up with something big here.
Raphael Cooper.
I think he goes for the jugular.
Oh, he dropped the ball again. Druckenmiller out of trouble. He throws incomplete. That's a great play by Druckenmiller.
That right there shows you how strong Jim Druckenmiller is.
Sal, it's obviously tough to hold the ball out there, but what kind of measures are you going to take to make sure you hold on to that rock?
Make sure my hands are dry and just tuck the ball when I come in contact with another player.
You mentioned in your buddy, Tremont Lawless was the man who dragged down McCullough and forced that fumble.
Right 46.
It's a 3rd and 11.
380.
Druckenmiller, plenty of time.
There he is.
Pass intercepted by Terry Phillips. Phillips trying to bring it back. He's tiptoeing, and he is screamed out of bounds.
He was open for a second. Jim floated the ball a little bit too much. Terry Phillips did a good job of coming back inside coverage. He actually threw it in the soft pocket of the zone. Unfortunately, he didn't get enough velocity on the ball to find that little crease he needed. He's open right now.
Well, Phillips with a nifty return before he is cracked down. So LA, another opportunity. Trailing by 6. Saladin McCullough.
Terry, you've been getting worked on all day, but he hung one up there for you there.
Yeah, we just gotta struggle and make some plays. We're still in this game, only 6 points behind. I mean, all we gotta do is make plays, put the ball in the end zone.
You keeping that ball?
Yeah, this mine right here.
Big question now, boss. Who can hang on to the football?
I don't know, man. The ball is getting to the point where nobody can hang on to it.
LA gets 8 on first down. 2nd and short. Maddox. Pass. McDonald could not hang on. That was a good throw by Maddox. Put it perfectly.
That was a nifty little pass. Yes, it was.
McDonald Sean with Peoples. You hear the play coming in. That's the voice of Tom Luganville. He's the quarterback's coach. He's getting the call from Jim Barker and relaying it to Maddox. Rashan Salaam, they continue to work on him. There's a little bit of concern now. The top running back for the Memphis Maniacs limping a bit.
Rashan, what happened out there, Rashan?
It was a running play to the left side, and it was a pretty big hole, and I just dropped the ball. And then the fullback went to get the ball, and then we just collided heads.
But you look like you have some problem with your balance. You okay?
Yeah, cool.
You going back in?
Yeah.
You know, he's probably, if you weighed him before the game, he probably what does Rashan weigh? He weighs 233 pounds.
Yep.
I think if you weighed him now, he's probably about 283 pounds. He's probably got a 50 pounds of water in that uniform of his.
All right, while they're attending to the injured player, we're going to take a short timeout. We're coming back. Less than 9 minutes to play. Maniacs by 6. We've been told that the Los Angeles Lakers have posted a victory. Well, these are the Los Angeles Lakes here at the Memorial Coliseum. We are up to our necks in it as XFL football continues on UPN. They are attending to an injured player out on the field. We believe it is safety Kevin Peoples. And they're going to be very, very careful in the attending of this injury.
No matter if it's dry field, no matter if it's wet field, these guys are risking their lives, their limbs, everything else out there. This is dangerous when it's slippery, and you can tell. I mean, this isn't a good injury. Anytime they bring the card out, that's not nice.
Why is this game so important? Well, in the Western Division, as Brian Bosworth pointed out, it's very balanced. Now, Las Vegas has already gone to 3-1, so technically they lead in the West. LA right behind it, 2-1. San Francisco dropped to 2-2 because they lost today. But Memphis, realistically, they need to win this game, Boz, or their hopes of getting to the playoffs are nearly out the window.
Yeah, it's a longer road, and if they win this game, then you've got a nice little matchup with the undefeated Orlando Rage coming into the Memphis house. And I'll tell you what, that right there is going to be a barnstorm.
Next Sunday, Las Vegas is going to be at Chicago. Let's see how Vegas reacts in those elements. And the Orlando Rage, we're going to have a great game. The Orlando Rage at Memphis.
And you know, the thing about being in Memphis, those fans are outstanding because they're going to come out there in truckloads, especially when they win this game tonight, or if they win this game tonight, they're going to feel the magic starting to happen, and Elvis might even show up.
18-12 is our score. The weather has played havoc with the mics on the field.
Oh, they're killing us up here in the booth.
And the mic's in the booth, so if I see you later for a moment, my mic is gone.
Tommy Maddox. Can't do it. What's that? What's that, guys? What's that?
Just talked to Coach Rugenville, and they will punt here. Obviously, 18-12 with 8:13 left in the fourth quarter. They're going to play it safe, let the defense get the ball back. With the ball obviously coming as loose as it's coming, the chances of that are pretty good.
It's fourth down, most exciting play in the XFL. Ball is live, it hits the ground about the 22-yard line. Memphis did his job holding the extreme to no first downs on that particular.
All right, microphone intact, high punt, live ball. There goes Kevin Prentice. Kevin Prentice breaks the tackle before he's wrestled down near the 20. Hey, boss, this is the third microphone I've gone through today.
My second.
Your second.
And thanks for coming back, because I don't like doing your job.
I tell you, our AD, Kimmy, is doing a masterful job. She can change a microphone faster than you can change the oil on your truck, boss.
Diagnosis from Dr. Cron, the team physician for the Memphis Maniacs, is that Kevin Peoples has a broken fibula. Will not return.
So a broken fibula, that means he's got a broken leg, and that will hurt the Memphis defense. So the Maniacs are running Rashan Salaam. So good news, Salaam back into the lineup. Salaam over 100 yards today. The first time the LA defense has given up 100 paws, so it's been an impressive performance.
Well, you know, we talked to Rashan yesterday, and he was very frank. He said, I don't have any respect for this extreme defense, and he hadn't shown any here today.
Get Bo Morgan ready for defense. Tell him to get with Bowler.
380. 380.
Second and 9, Salaam. And Salaam chug-a-lugs for about 5.
I mean, he's worked for every single yard he's gotten today, and I tell you what, he just put on another 5 pounds of water weight here. Maybe he needs a diuretic after this game, but I guarantee it, they're having fun in the slopping mud tonight.
Salaam out of San Diego, California.
Played 8-man football. Get that. 8-man football. That tells you an 8-man football guy out there can make it in the big leagues. Just keep working.
3rd and 5. Shotgun situation. Druckenmiller on target. Big tight end Mark Thomas. And Thomas down the sideline he goes. Down the stretch he comes. Thomas with a nice gain and a first down.
Kippy's done a great job tonight of mixing up the play calling the long passes, mixing Rashan in there with some great running game, calling small passing plays that give Jim a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Druckenmiller has gone all the way as the starting quarterback, taking charge tonight. Marcus Crandall injured. Raphael Cooper checks in as the deep back. And the ball to Cooper. Cooper breaks to the outside. He's got great speed. There goes Raphael Cooper. And he's dragged down from behind. Raphael Cooper dragged down by Eric Johnson, but not before he gets 28.
You know, and Kippy says Raphael Cooper actually is probably the fastest back he's got in the backfield. But Jim was telling us yesterday that Raphael Cooper's only problem is he's too impatient. He doesn't let the hole open up right there. And he did a great job right here of doing a little stick and a little move to bounce it back outside. And then he's just running for the races right here. They've done a great job of running this ball here tonight. That's the difference.
Mike 51, set, 380.
First down, Maniacs. Clock running, just over 5 minutes to play. Maniacs up by 6. Cooper.
Two hands.
Keep the ball to the 2 hands.
Now let's go. All right. Defense on the tackle, penalty 5 yards. Repeat first down.
So it's a do-over for Druck.
We take that damn foreign guy if it's not Bears. Because Bears are going right over.
All right, here we go. I'm right over. 2 hands in the ball. Go eye right, power right. On 1, ready, go.
That's one of their 6 plays to get the run out of the running game this week because they simplified it so much. But power.
Here's the clock.
I got you. All right, here we go, fellas. All right, learn right over. Let's go. Eye right, power right. On 1, ready, go.
Druck's in command. He looked at the clock. There were still 23 seconds, so he's got enough time to get this play off.
He's doing good clock management. It just goes to show he's cool, calm, and he's very, very collected right now.
And the ball to Cooper. Driving up the middle, he gets to the 20. He's about 3 yards short of the first down before Rico Mack, who's playing a whale of a game, makes the tackle.
Yeah, and Cooper missed the hole there because Cooper would widen his vision out a little bit. There was a seam over here. He's doing a dance in the end zone. If he could just bounce it out.
Hey, keep your eyes shut. That single outside, but look, there might be a hole out there.
Yeah, just said there's a hole out there.
All right, learn right over. So eye right, power right, on 1, ready, go.
Sounds like the same play to me, doesn't it?
Same play, and I bet they're going to try to.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Take a look at the outside lane.
Blue 80.
Give it to Cooper. Same play, he bounces it out. He's got a little running room there, and he's very close to the first down. So the Memphis Maniacs, Cooper tackled by Terry Billups. The Memphis Maniacs grinding it out on the ground and eating up the clock. 3:40 to play.
When you can run the ball, you can run your offense.
Slot. Ride right. Tell Big Harry we're coming behind you.
Hey, back up!
Kippy's got to be really proud of his offensive line tonight. Considering the conditions, they really have outmanned and outplayed the Extremes defensive line.
380.
On first down, the Maniacs. Cooper. A trap play, and Cooper bangs down to about the 9. 155 yards rushing for the Maniacs tonight.
You got another 10 right there on that inside trap right there. And the reason that play worked so well is because the extreme committed themselves to a blitz right up the middle. And anytime you do that, they're going to hand the ball off. They're going to run right past the blitz.
Hold on, we're in the clock.
Pressure on the defense to stop the Maniacs now. Normally, LA gives up 77 yards rushing per game, boss.
They've got school tonight.
Yes. Al Luganville knows his team in trouble, trailing 18-12. Cooper, and down he goes.
Third down. We got defensive contact back there. You're fine.
We may be witnessing the birth of a star here in the XFL.
Third down by contact. Third down.
You know what's going to be interesting is when Marcus Crandall gets healthy. And I know Kippy, he likes the mobile quarterback, and that's why he drafted Marcus. It's going to be interesting what happens next week if Marcus is healthy. Now you got a quarterback controversy in the XFL because Jim is a big-time player.
We've come to the 2-minute warning. We're going to go. The Jim Druckenmiller Memphis Maniacs, with 2 minutes to go, are in command. At the leading rusher in the XFL now. Rashan Salaam with 116 yards today. Last couple of games he struggled, but today he has been the man, boss.
He quieted the critics, no question about it.
Jim Druckenmiller all the way at quarterback. Druckenmiller, Salaam, Kevin Prentice.
Ooh.
Cooper is drilled. Getting through was Jamal Duff. Death blow.
This right here is a big play right here, because if they can can this field goal, puts the game out of reach. If not, it allows Tommy Maddox one more shot of being the hero here in LA.
Clock is running, 138, 137. Maniacs are going to send on Jeff Hall.
They call it. Hold up, back it up. They have 2 more. Okay, field goal.
All right, LA wants timeout. I think a pretty good call right there. You got to call your timeout.
Yeah, you got to save as much time as you got, because if they miss this field goal, you're going to need every.
Yeah, LA's got 2. They should have called it 15 seconds ago. So Jeff Hall looks to be about a 40-yarder for Hall. That's well within his range, although conditions tonight.
You know, Jeff Hall, when he was in Tennessee, when he was kicking down there, they went 45-5. And he helped them win a national championship, so he knows big pressure.
Are we going over the snapper?
This right here is a game clincher.
We're fine. We're kicking.
Let's correct that distance. The down markers, the markers on the field, hard to see, is going to be about a 33-yarder for Hall. So Hall gets a break.
The wind kind of died down here a little bit, so I didn't have to fight that part of Mother Nature.
Hall, 2 of 3 tonight. High snap. No goal! No good!
There's life left in Los Angeles.
Okay, D, come on, D.
A high snap.
That throw with that big stop on 3rd down gives him a chance. He just pushes it wide right.
I think the snap a little bit high, but the placement was good. Hall just missed it.
He just missed it.
They have slipped a bit. So Tommy Maddox has a shot. Minute 30 to go. The extreme. Can they do it one more time? They won their last 2 games on the final play of the game. This may be their final series. Maddox dumps it off. Saladin McCullough. And McCullough upended.
He didn't get out of bounds, so they got to hurry here.
Corey Sawyer making the tackle.
They got 2 timeouts left.
So LA trying to form quickly. In the hurry up, of course. 18-12, Maniacs ahead.
We're going to get you, Maddox.
Oh, Maniacs throws it. The ball slipped out of his hand. A flag is down. The pass is caught.
Better yet, the clock stops.
You can't do that too, Stanley.
It was about a 9-yard play, and now Luganville said, look, get up to the line.
They should have a play called. They should be up to the line of scrimmage.
Rico Clark.
Get a little molestation out there.
Can't do that.
Not when a man's watching you can't.
So they're going to spot the ball. Well, let's see, he's marching back. He's at the 30, and he's marching back just a bit. Gonna march it off from the 23. So it's a spot foul, pass interference. Automatic first down.
They're gonna start this clock, though, as soon as they set the ball and the umpire gets out of the way.
1 minute and 1 second to go. Extreme, Maddox, looking, throws, broken up. Looking for Darnell McDonald, John Williams. Up high. Folks, our game is running a little bit long. Stay tuned for your local programming immediately following this game.
But it's running long on a good game, baby.
55 seconds to play. Extreme needs to go about 75 yards. Maddox looking, throwing, pass caught, out of bounds, first down, Extreme. McDonald gets 20.
Darnell did a great job of getting over there on the sideline, making a catch, getting at least 1 foot. That's all you need in the XFL down, and getting out of bounds and stopping that clock.
48 seconds to go. Spot the ball at the 43.
57 yards to score, right?
That's Boz, the mathematician, folks, from Oklahoma. Maddox, 3 wide receivers, 4 out the pattern. Maddox unloads. Pass complete. And McDonald, now check that, that's Copeland, he's down. And the clock should get, no, that's going to be, well, let's see if they mark it. It's a first down, so the clock stops.
They'll stop the clock until they mark the ball. As soon as he sets the ball, the umpire gets out of the way, then they're going to start that clicker again.
LA in the hurry-up, trailing by 6. Clock starts, 39 seconds to play.
Coach telling him to look at Darnell McDonald.
Throws. Incomplete. McDonald, the intended receiver. John Williams with him step for step.
He threw that ball a little bit behind or in front of one of the 2 receivers out there. Wasn't really sure who he was looking at.
I think he was going for the pass interference, though.
Going for the cheap foul?
Yeah. Second down and 10. Maddox, you get a completion here, you got to take time out. Throws a duck, it's caught! No, incomplete. Boy, the pass slipped out of Maddox's hands again. He was looking for Copeland.
Jermaine, looks like he came down with, there was 2 receivers in the same spot.
LA still with 2 timeouts, Boz. When do you take those, or do you wait?
Boy, on an incomplete pass, you really don't need to take a timeout right now.
Okay.
What you do need to do is it's 3rd down right now.
Got to get the first down.
They got to get the first down. They got 2 plays to get 10 yards or better.
Maddox going for the first down. McDonald, he slipped, and it's incomplete. McDonald thought he was in position, but closing pass was Williams. What a matchup that has been.
And again, Tommy throws that ball too far inside and too low. He didn't give Darnell really an opportunity to catch this football. He needs to throw that ball up and out. He throws it inside. It's an easy coverage.
4th down now for the Extreme. Why not take your timeout now, boss, and talk about it?
Well, I think they got time. They probably know the play they're going to call.
Take your timeout. Discuss it. They're not going to do it. This could be it for the Extreme. Maddox needs 10 yards. Maddox throws. Incomplete. Broke broken up by John Williams.
Threw the same pass he just threw a play ago. Same problem, he just throws it.
And the Memphis Maniacs are going to win on the road here in Los Angeles.
And everybody on the Memphis Maniacs is excited because they all get the same bonus. Winners win, losers don't get squat.
$100,000 in bonus money. LA gets nothing this week. Don't forget, next week, it's the Hitman against the Extreme, Jesse against Tillman. It will be, do they still have battle royales? They must. It will be a battle royale. So the Memphis Maniacs, in horrible conditions, go on the road and beat the LA Extreme 18-12. Memphis runs its record to 2-2. The Extreme drops to 2-2.
Jim Druckenmiller played a hell of a game tonight. Did exactly what he had to do. Came in here. It goes back to what Al Ludenville said earlier. Whose quarterback played better?
LA called its final timeout.
I'm the first one to say reset to 2.
And they're going to reset the clock to 2 seconds.
Is it just extending death? What's this? He's hoping for that Philadelphia and New York play.
So Las Vegas, the #1 team in the West Division now at 3-1. San Francisco and LA tied at 2-2. Wow, that is an ugly play to end this game.
At least it ends with you begging for more.
That will do it. Jim Druckenmiller, one of the stars tonight. Maddox had an off game. Rashan Salaam, the rushing star.
Is that the game, Dane?
And Kippy Brown gets the win.
Hey, Matt.
Druck, you haven't started since 1997. This has got to be a monumental win for you. Tell us what it means personally.
Personally, I know team-wise, I'm just very happy. The O-line, the receivers back, they made it easy on me. Got to give them all credit. Very happy. Come back next week, get another one.
Now, are you going to come back next week as a starting quarterback, do you think?
We're going to have to talk to Kippy about that one, but watch the film and see what he thinks.
Well, I know you want to be the starting quarterback. Everybody does. Do you think you should be?
Yes, I do.
I think there's no doubt about it. Jim Druckenmiller will be the quarterback next week. Next Sunday, you will see it on TNN, the Las Vegas Outlaws at the Chicago Enforcers at 4 p.m. Eastern. And then we'll have the Orlando Rage, undefeated, the best team in the XFL, will take on these Memphis Maniacs. For Brian Bosworth, Chris Raggy, Michael Barkan, I'm Chris Marlowe. Hope you enjoyed the game tonight in the rain here in Los Angeles, California. XFL football on UPN. Once again, the final score, the Maniacs take down the Extreme 18-12. So long from Los Angeles.